Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Alo. Good, good morning, Miss Jess, and Lady Justice. Good morning, Mr. Bean. What's up, everybody? Today, my subject is going to be all about helping people. Helping people if they have any problems in the past, or if anyone abused, they could come here and talk about it. We could talk to help. You know, that's gonna be my topic today. Hey, okay, I will. Hold on, give me 1 second, bro. I'm doing good. Can anybody hear me? Okay, the link's down. Okay, okay, Tad, the link's down.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. I got to put the link down for TNTT. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Good morning, sir. How you feeling right now?
Can you hear me?
Are you doing that better?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I can 100%.
Okay, because I got a new mic, so I wasn't sure. Is it too
Your
loud?
mic is good. How?
No, it sounds good.
Good.
Where you get that?
My son actually bought it for me for Father's
Oh,
Day.
damn.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
that's
200.
awesome.
It's a $200 headset.
Forget
Wow.
too
Yeah,
much
so
money for me.
I'm balling, man.
Wow. Hey, I just wanted to say that I've been praying for you and for your father, and I'm really sorry about what happened.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm doing well. Considering everything. It was kind of sudden because COVID hit him pretty hard initially, and then he came down with pneumonia, and then
wow.
Ooh.
soon after that, they had him on a machine that basically forces air into your lungs. It's not where he was on a respirator, but it's kind of like a mask that just kind of puts positive pressure to make your lungs work.
Yeah.
But essentially, and in case anybody ever has to face this situation, um, what happens is the lungs become they get damaged to the point to where oxygen can no longer exchange between the lungs and the blood. So his lungs were damaged to that point, and what we did was the day before he passed, he was coherent enough to make some decisions for himself, and we honored those decisions. He said that he did not want to be put on a respirator because, of course, as most people know, once you're put on a respirator, most of the time it's a done deal anyway. But
Yeah.
for him, he was already terminal, and there was really no point in prolonging his suffering. So basically, just to give people a heads up, I believe in sometimes helping people along, even in my own situation, by letting you know kind of how it goes. If you guys want to hear, it could help somebody maybe. Um, Basically, the way it went was we sat down with the home or the hospice people that came into a meeting room, and as a family we discussed who he was as a person, some of the things that he accomplished in his life, and then we came all, which was an amazing thing, we all agreed on his wishes being honored, and we agreed that all the artificial life support be taken away and let him just die in peace. And the hospice provided him some medication to settle him down a bit so he's not struggling so much, and so he could die at peace. And it was a pretty quick experience. His body just relaxed, and that was about it.
Yeah. Um, This is a personal question, so you don't have to answer it. But
No, I'll answer anything, man.
were you able to see him on Father's Day?
I was. I was
You
able to see
know,
him, and he was coherent. And
that's good. You know, I think
he
I think he probably was holding on just for after that. And then,
right.
you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's all good, man. I mean, the biggest focus right now for us is to take care of my mother who suffers from dementia.
yeah,
And today, by the way, she lost her shit completely. And I don't know how many of you ever worked with someone with dementia, but they go through phases of kind of like a violent, agitated phase.
yes,
And
I've dealt with that.
yeah, and so today was one of those days, and so right now we have her in a hospital, so we can kind of clear ourselves and are able to take care of some of the practical things. And so she's in a place where she's being cared for because she was refusing to eat or anything like that. So
Because he
um,
Yeah,
knows you.
yeah,
He knows you. Dad died. That's why. Because
yeah,
yeah, she knows something is going on
right.
there, and it make it worse because passed away because he was there for your mom. And
Yeah,
now she was kind of confused.
yeah, and I'll give you an idea, Gregory. It changes 5 minutes from the next 5 minutes. I mean, so what we've done, and we've consulted some people that have. I particularly do have some experience because before I joined the military, I actually worked in a nursing home. So this kind of thing helps me a little bit to understand what's going on with my mother, and it's able, and it helps me to help care for her and know what to expect.
Mhm.
And but for her, um, just to give you an example of how we're trying to manage her, and some people would disagree with this, but I'm telling you right now, you'll do anything to calm somebody like that down if you can, and provide as much comfort as you can. So we actually yesterday, when she was asking about my dad, we had my dad's brother call her and act as if he was my dad. And it was probably the saddest thing I think I've ever seen. My mother telling him that he loved
oh,
her and everything. But at the time, it was the right thing to do.
that
You
was
know,
that's really nice.
yeah, it was the right thing to do because she didn't know,
Yeah,
any different. So we're just trying to try to minimize because somebody with dementia would relive that news every 5 minutes or so. If you were to tell them over and over, oh, he died. And then 5 minutes later, oh, where's your dad? And then you say, well, he died.
exactly.
Every 5 minutes, you would have to relive that terrorizing information over and over again. And I just think personally, that's a cruel thing to do. I
Yeah,
did tell her initially. I did tell her initially, so she had a chance to mourn, and she did. And after that, I just kind of tried to keep her mind occupied otherwise. So that's really it. But to be honest with you, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the stoic guy of our family. I'm usually pretty. I do my own mourning in my own way, but throughout any family tragedy that we've ever had, people have always, and I'm not trying to brag or anything because I don't know that it's even a good asset that I have, but I am typically not the person who automatically bursts into tears and loses my, emotional control right away. Usually my mind is more focused on the more practical things first. And then once things settle down, then I'll take my time to mourn the way I need to.
yeah,
I mean, he was 80 years old, in and out of the hospital here and there. It just so happened. We think, actually, to be honest with you, we think that his visiting nurse, who used to come from the VA hospital, because my dad was a veteran as well, he served in Vietnam. He was a Navy fire control radar specialist. So he sat off
oh
the coast.
wow,
He sat off the coast of Vietnam listening for any weapon systems that would lock on his ship, or so he could actually track that radar back to that system and destroy it. So
wow,
that's
awesome.
yeah. So that's what he did, and so you know, but I think for me, YouTube has been an outlet for me for a while now, to, because I'm pretty in a pretty bad way myself, not emotionally or anything, but physically I have some challenges. So YouTube has been a pretty good way. Just much like maybe Gregory has experienced himself. YouTube's a great way to reach out when you can't do it yourself a lot of times.
Yeah.
Anybody have a disability. Anyone.
Right.
People doesn't realize that. Anyone have a disability.
Right. I agree, Gregory. But no, I'm doing well, man. There's no need to be concerned for me. I'm doing well. There's nothing else I can do for my dad. The only thing I can do for my dad right now is take care of my mom.
Exactly.
So that's really.
But if you ever need anything, just let me know and I'll try to do my best.
Yeah, man, we're good. We have a pretty good support system. Our family's pretty close. My oldest brother, he has power of attorney. I'm the youngest of 3 brothers.
Yeah.
And
I'm the youngest of 1 sister.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
How much makeup did you have to wear when you were a kid?
I don't know.
Did your sister ever try to make you up?
Yeah.
Hey, J family.
I've heard,
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I've never had a sister, so I don't know.
Huh.
Oh,
Yo, Tat, I want to say, Greg.
I'm sorry.
I just want to say my condolences to you, Tat.
Hey, I appreciate that, man, and all the comments that I got, I saw all of them and read them, and I appreciate that. There's not really much you can say, or do, or and just because of my experience in my life as a medic in the Army and my experience working in a nursing home and things like that, I think a lot of that kind of prepared me for stuff like this.
That's what I had. That was one of my questions. Like, I was gonna ask you, how long did you know he was in that stage and stuff like that?
Actually, as far as terminal, I think he knew before anybody else did. He's always been the type of person to keep that information secret before he has a chance to do what he needs to do. But in reality, I only knew about 24 hours before he passed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and the thing you said about the respirators, once you're on it, a lot of people never get off of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's one of the signs, like, okay, that's respirators, and that's when you guys gotta accept it, and you know what I mean, and start,
Yeah, and
it's hard.
Makes it even harder because you have to. Once
No,
they're
but
on
at least,
you
but you already know what's going on compared to if something just happens,
Well, what happened was my dad called me the day before, and he told me, he said, "Get your brothers together pronto." I'm always the one that arranges everything for some reason.
Are you the oldest? How many?
I am not. I'm the youngest, but I have my dad always told me that I'm the stable one. So
okay.
I've always been kind of a diplomat in my family. I've always been kind of the peacemaker, and
like the backbone. You like the backbone, and
no, I wouldn't call myself the backbone. I would just say that I just played a different role. That my other brothers have different roles too that they play.
Okay.
And I just happen to fall into that category where I'm kind of an organizer, kind of a a good planner and those kinds of things, and I'm good for. If somebody does have a medical emergency, I can explain to the rest of the family what's going on, most of the time. Okay. But as far as, the question, he called us together the day before he passed and had a good talk with us, was able to communicate a lot of things. He was in good spirits. He's a brave guy, man. I mean, any vet that served in Vietnam and those kind of things, I mean, he's got that thing, that older generation, man. He can separate emotion a lot of times from what needs to be done.
Yeah. No, and it's like a lot of, like, I'm one of the type of persons too. I'm stubborn. Like, if something's wrong with me, I wouldn't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to try to resolve it myself, which is wrong. Because you always want somebody's output. Somebody might have more experience in your situation, but I'm the type of person I'd rather try to deal with my own problems myself. You know what I mean? I've always been like that,
And
even with
The
Yeah.
one thing I would say is, if anybody deals with this in the future, my best advice is just to come together as a family before you ever appear in front of the dying person and make a decision and leave all the fighting at the door, because that was one of the things the
It,
hospice people said, that's one of
it's
the most
always
common
gonna be
things.
fighting though.
Well, we never
Always.
fought. We never had any
Oh
fighting.
no. Oh,
No,
so y'all
there's not
good.
been. No, we're good, man.
Hopefully,
None of us have
hopefully there's
fought.
no fighting, because
Nah, there's
that
no fighting.
that's what always happens. Like, why did you get this or why did you get
I,
that?
They can
We're your
have every damn
favorite.
bit of it. They can have every damn
Why
bit of
you
it as
making
far as
other
I'm concerned.
choices? You know what I mean? It's always bickering. I seen a split of families. You know what I mean? How you
Yeah,
doing? Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
I
and
mean,
that's one of the dilemmas too.
that sort of thing happened when my grandfather passed, and I learned a lot from that situation. And honestly, I don't involve myself in that. And my brothers are pretty good. We're pretty tight, man. We don't have a lot of animosity between us. We all live pretty close by each other.
Okay,
So
that's cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
so it's all good, man.
Because that's one thing. Like when it comes to family, is you have the religion or all
Right.
these other things, and it breaks up people. People always fight. You
Right.
know what I
Well,
mean? So
my dad was a pastor, by the way, just so you know.
yeah,
Um,
okay.
and we were all raised with a religious background. And But I find my peace, to be honest with you. I believe, my personal belief is that God's bigger than a book. And I believe that humans a lot of times like to put human traits on God, but I think he's beyond that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
so I think that, he's probably more forgiving than we think, and he's probably more understanding than we think. And that's just my own personal take. And my solace, really, when I need to get in touch with God in my own way, is I like to go out into nature. And because I believe that's the only perfection we have left on earth, is what
nature.
nature shows.
Yeah, that's so true though.
Yeah.
So true. 'Cause everything is corrupted. Anything man built is corrupted.
Yeah. I mean, even in nature's imperfections, it's perfect because it's imperfect by its own design.
It has to be everything, like sharks eating this. They have to survive.
Right.
And all these other things. It's part of nature, like you said it. It's the way we live. The bees do certain things for a reason.
Right.
Everything does something for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, right now I've kind of taken a break from making videos myself just so I can get my mind right. So, because I want to give my 100% game in what I do on my channel, and, and so I'm just kind of taking my time a little bit and, making sure that I'm all good. And then once I do that, I'm going to start hitting them damn trolls back right in their little buttocks.
Yeah, not everybody is religious, but I am. So I've been praying for your family and your father's soul.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't make all this about me, man. I'm just a dude. I'm just one of many.
Yeah.
I'm just
How
a regular guy.
have you been, Jay family?
Hey, nothing, just chilling out, man. Getting ready for this vacation. I'm going away tomorrow, so I'm just running around doing pickups, last minute things. That's about it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
Hey,
that's
J
about it.
family, where'd you get that name from, by the way? Because I thought you were part of J Town Press's crew, so I wasn't sure
Nah,
when I
so
initially asked you.
it's basically, no, you never asked, but it's just basically everybody in my household is a
Right.
J, right?
Oh, gotcha.
Everybody's a J. So even my dogs, they're J's. So we're all J's. And then the 2, 3, 3. So it's February, March, April. So it's my girlfriend, son, me, and then my daughter's birthday. So it's
Oh, that's
February,
awesome.
March, April. Yeah. So that's what it came down to.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
There's a auditor called J Town Press, the J Town Press.
The
So
lady,
that's
the lady,
yeah,
the
yeah.
lady.
So that's who
Yeah,
I
she's
thought you
cool. I
were.
like her. I forgot her husband's name, but I watched their stuff.
I don't think she's married. I could be wrong.
Doesn't she go with some? She's the blonde headed lady, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't she do videos with a guy sometimes, or is it
With
just?
George,
Oh no,
Georgia
wait. George, no,
Transparency.
J Press is not. It's I don't want to say the right.
Her
I
name,
don't
her
want
full
to.
channel name is the J Town Press, and her real name is
But
Lana.
it, is that the?
She's
I don't.
transgender.
Oh, okay, all right, that's the lady. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
she's with like two other guys. No, she does it like
I
I've seen
don't
her
know her
videos.
status there as far as that's
No,
concerned.
no,
I
she
don't know.
no, she has videos with like two other gentlemen. I be
Yeah,
watching their
yeah,
stuff.
I mean, I talk to her offline sometimes on the private side. She has
Oh,
my
okay.
number. I have hers.
Nah, she's
Um,
cool though. I be watching her
she's really
stuff.
cool. She's a fellow veteran, so I'm a
Oh, she's a
supporter of
oh
hers.
word. Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
yeah, she's an Air
I know
Force
she go.
veteran.
She be with like some dude with a beard, a white beard, and some bucket hats, and I
I
be
think she
watching
pals
some of.
around with just about anybody, I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
she's, but I think Georgia Transparency and her, I'm not sure if they live nearby each other, but they audit together quite often.
Yeah, I be seeing some of her videos. I be laughing and stuff.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
was,
she's funny.
she's cool. I sub to her and sub
She told
to.
me she likes to laugh at herself more than anybody. So,
Yeah, but
where are you
yes,
from, J Town or
I'm
J
from the Big
Family?
Apple. I'm from the Big Apple, man.
Okay, cool, man.
I'm straight from the Big Apple.
Yeah, I'm a
So I'm going
Florida
to
guy, man. I
Florida.
was raised down here all my life,
I lived
and
I lived in West Palm Beach for a year and a half, and I had to
oh,
move
did you?
back. Yeah, it was so boring.
Yeah,
I
I've
got
done a lot of scuba
depressed.
diving down there. I'm a scuba diver as well, so I did a lot of
Oh,
scuba
okay.
diving down there. I loved diving down there, but there's a lot of strong
Oh, that'd
currents
be
down there.
awesome. I would love to do that. You know.
Scuba diving?
Scuba
Yeah.
scuba diving is fun, man. Scuba
Yeah,
diving, snorkeling, all
I
that
got
water stuff.
certified in the Army, as a scuba
Oh,
diver, and it was really cool. I mean, my favorite place to dive that I've ever been is in the Red Sea in Egypt.
oh,
Yeah, that
you're
was.
lucky. You've been around the world twice. You said you're a lucky
Yes, I
dude, man.
have. I have been around the world twice. I even gone over the North Pole at one point, just like Santa Claus.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
you know, I want to go to the Alaska North Pole because in Alaska they have a town or whatever it's called North Pole.
yeah.
They do Christmas all year round. That's why I want to go. That's one of my main. I want to try that out.
Here in Florida, we actually have a town called Christmas.
Where?
Yeah, and people a lot of times during Christmas time they want that postmark on their letters, so they send it over there to get that. It's a really small
Where?
town.
Oh, where? I never even. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's just a real small town.
It's cool. Yeah,
So
I like
what you got
traveling.
going on, Gregory?
Nothing much. Just give me 1 second.
I hear a bag in your hand, man. You got some damn potato chips over there or something?
No. I was looking. I'm
I'd say
looking at the
hook me up,
comments
brother.
and talking at the same time.
Oh man, Indiana, what do you like to travel or what do you?
No, not right now. I'm just basically like homebound.
Just chilling home,
You know?
homebound.
Right. Yeah.
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 What the hell? This is the
Medical issues. You know.
medical. You can always. There's always ways and wills. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but sometimes, medical, and also for me, and I'm not ashamed to mention it, I have some mental challenge as well because I've experienced some traumatic brain injury and things like that a little bit, just from explosions. Nothing that required surgery or anything like that, but also post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, anxiety, those types of things, and a lot of times those things will prevent you from traveling a lot of times.
Yeah.
But you never know until you try it. You know what I mean? Some people just like I love traveling. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I be kind of hesitant on certain things, but
Right.
you know,
Where have you been?
Oh, I haven't been nowhere crazy. So it's not like I've been
Well,
all
I
over
mean,
the
what your
world. But
crazy is, maybe my crazy is like, holy shit, you've been there?
nah, I've been Mexico, DR, Puerto Rico. Now I'm going to Curacao now. And that's about it. I never went nowhere crazy, you
No,
know.
I've never been. I've never been to Puerto Rico, and I've never been to those places. I've never even been to Mexico.
Nah, oh wow,
Oh man.
it's cool. Like Curacao, I was supposed to go to Colombia last year, but my daughter messed up the trip. She wanted to take a shower before we go anywhere, made us late, so that got canceled. You know what I mean? So that would have been another experience I did. But yeah, so
You
Curacao.
can't live with them, can't shoot them.
Nah, and mind you, I said everybody the day before, let's all shower. You know what I mean? No, I'm gonna take a shower tomorrow in the morning. You know, I wake her up, and then boom, when she finally wakes up, I'm a shower. I'm like, bro, you're a whole 45 minutes later. We gotta go.
Right.
Oh, you know, fussing and fighting. You know, I think she was 14. She was 14 at the time. So I'm like, all right, hurry up. You know what I mean? Boom, we get to the airport. We late because the line and all this. And then the flight was delayed. So we could have made it, but they was just being an a-hole. The flight was delayed like 45 minutes.
Oh,
So we missed that. You know what I mean? So that's one of the outside countries. So this will be another good one outside of I want to go to Costa Rica. That's another thing on my bucket list.
you know, I would have liked to seen like the Mayan pyramids and things like that. That would have been cool.
It's nice. And nice in Mexico. Mexico
Yeah.
is nice.
would
I
love
didn't
to
really
see pyramids.
travel a lot in Mexico because we only went one time, and my thing is like I don't like even when I went to DR, right? Everybody's just dangerous. So I said, you know what? I'll go alone by myself, me and her, me and my girlfriend will go,
Right.
and we go. Like I'd rather just go me and her than me go with the kids, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? So just to scope it out, we scoped it out. I said, you know what? Book next year. And I took the kids. You know what I mean? I didn't want to
You know-
go somewhere and it's crazy. You know?
You know, I have to mention that what you were just talking about dangerous and stuff like that. I read a book a long time ago, and I don't know if you know this, but back when I was 18, I actually hiked the entire Appalachian Trail, and I read a book before that by a gentleman by the name of Colin Fletcher, and what he said was, if you're afraid to do certain things in life, then never breathe because you might catch a virus that might kill you. Never eat anything questionable. Never do anything questionable. And never even leave your house. You know what I mean? Because something can always kill you no matter what you're doing.
No matter where, yeah.
And you can't let that dictate what you do. And that's kind of the words that got me thinking, hey, I'm going to start doing this Appalachian Trail hike. And I with no hiking experience whatsoever, and that's the honest truth. Raised in Florida, there wasn't really much hiking around here. And
how long is the trail?
It's 2,175 miles back then. It was.
Wait. You said how many?
2,175 miles.
2,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
from Georgia,
crazy.
from the northwest corner of Georgia to the dead center of Maine, which is It starts on a mountain called Springer Mountain in Amicalola State Park in northern Georgia, which is beautiful. And then it goes all the way up through the Appalachian Mountains, all the way up into Maine, and it ends on a mountain called Mount Katahdin.
Wow.
So how long was that? Was that like 3 weeks?
No, sir. 5.5 months.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, let me
Walking through
see
the
this.
woods. What's that?
Damn, because I know there was like a story of a guy, he hiked for like a year, 2 years. There's like, I forgot what he did though.
Well, there's a lot of different trails now. I mean, back when I did it, it was the longest continuous hiking trail in the world. But now there's longer trails like the Continental Divide Trail. That's one that's really long. It basically starts on the border of Mexico and goes all the way up near Canada.
Damn,
So that's a hell of a hike, you know. The Appalachian Trail is one hell of a hike. It should not be underestimated.
I thought my little hike.
What's that?
No, I was saying, I thought my little hike that I did like in Puerto Rico. I
Yeah.
went to like the top is it's called the Yunque. It's like the highest mountain there. I thought that was my experience. That was like a 3-hour hike, but you talking 5. That's a
Well, up in
baby,
New
right?
York, man, you have access to the Appalachian Trail right there, man. It's not too far away from you. You can actually see the skyline to Manhattan on parts of the Appalachian Trail through New York.
Is that the one in Jersey? Does it go through Jersey?
Yeah, it goes through Jersey. It does. Jersey is really small mountains through there.
That's 5 and whatever months. That's a long ass.
I called Jersey the Green Tunnel because there wasn't a whole lot of things to see in Jersey, and then we call Pennsylvania Rocksylvania. One quarter of the Appalachian Trail lies in Virginia.
This right here where this guy's getting out.
I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you, boss. No, I'm in a cab.
Oh, gotcha, man.
I'm in a cab. So.
But yeah, I mean, it's a great hike. I mean,
So
a lot of questions that I get, and I'll answer them real quick, is how do you get food out there? A lot of people, what back then at least, would send our packages up to post offices that are near the trail along the way. And you usually would have somebody at home. In my case, it was my parents that sent my food and things that I needed via the post office, general delivery, and then I would just talk to the postmaster, and then I would just talk to, and they would give me.
I'm gonna be right outside because I'm gonna be on the phone. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, that's how I got my food. My water, the Appalachian Trail has beautiful springs that you can get water from, and you know the water's pretty clear up there. But I would recommend treating it with a filter or something like that, so you don't get anything like Giardia.
Have you ever watched that guy? There's a guy like on YouTube that he hikes and he's like he's famous. He was in the news and stuff like that, and he just walks. I'm not gonna say hike. He walks.
There's a lot of
And he does-
well-known hikers out there.
And I forgot this guy's name. I saw him because he was in the news, and then people would like drive to him and give him food or give him money and
Right.
stuff like that. And now that you talk about that, I'm like, people do stuff like that, you know.
Well, you know what we call that? We call that trail magic, when people give us food and people give us money. And I had a guy give me $50. I was just sitting there eating lunch at a gas station at a road crossing where the Appalachian Trail crossed by a gas station. And a guy just said he wanted to be a part of what I was doing, and he gave me $50.
Oh wow!
You know,
That's cool.
I was just a young dude, man. I mean, but and I'll tell you, the very first night that I spent in the woods on my very first Appalachian Trail night was my very first time ever spending alone in the woods, anytime ever in the woods alone at night. And
So you had the book bag, you had the backpack, and all that stuff.
Yep, I had a backpack. I had a pair of what they call Vask Sundowner hiking boots. Nowadays, people tend to wear more like hiking shoes.
Yeah.
Now,
That's heavier.
back then it was more leather and it was heavier. But I will say this: leather boots, once they're wet, they stay wet for a long time, and that's what sucks about those.
But how long ago was this? When was more or less like what, 20 years ago?
Oh, we're talking 1991, man.
91? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Shoot, 91. I was what? I was 11.
And I joined the Army the year after.
Oh, so you did your hike and then you joined?
Right. What I was looking for is I wanted to do something. I wasn't sure what it was going to be at first. I wanted to do something to transition my life from civilian life to the Army, and I just thought the Appalachian Trail was the way to do it, so I did. There's no real rhyme or reason other than that.
Wow.
My
So
mom,
is that like
what's that?
hold on. Is that like the only hike that you have done, or have you done like other hikes?
I've done some now in Florida. We actually have a trail system called the Florida Trail. It's 1,800 miles. I did that right after I got out of the military-ish. I did it in sections. I didn't do the whole thing at once, but it starts down in the Everglades and it goes all the way up through to basically the Alabama state line.
If I was to tell my kids, hey guys, let's go on a hike for 1,800 miles, they'd be like, what? We've gone like 2 miles, 3 mile hikes, and they cry. You know what I mean? So
Right.
imagine I'd be like, hey, let's do it 1,800. They're gonna be like,
Well, how old are they?
Right now 15, 16.
Okay. Well, you
Yeah.
know, it's something you want to do. It's just like when I joined the Army. If I didn't want to do it, I would have never made it through the training. You know what I mean? So it's something you just have to want to do. And
You got to prepare yourself for something like that, where you're talking 18. You know.
Well, before that, I was a long distance runner, so I ran marathons and half marathons when I was a kid. I was a cross country runner and that kind of guy. I was so damn skinny. I was 135 pounds when I graduated high school.
How about now?
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, and I was
How much do you weigh
5'11".
now? 300 pounds?
How much do I weigh now?
You get 300?
That's as undisclosed classified information, Gregory.
Nah.
They keep that information about me at Area 51.
Area
Okay.
51.
It's good, bro. It's good. I'm cool
Right.
with that.
And as far as you know, I live at Area 51.
What do you think about that submarine stuff?
I think it was a
Crazy.
foolish thing that they did. They took a submarine that was not made out of rigid, that was made out of rigid material. Metals are more pliable and able to withstand the crush
Yeah.
from being under the water. And something
With
like carbon
fiberglass, they're
fiber,
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
something like carbon
that's
fiber has too many chances of flaws being in it undetected.
and it's like you see these cars, these Lamborghinis, all these fancy cars. When they get hit, they explode.
Right.
You know, they gone. There's no surviving from that. Why would they even use something like that? That's gonna the compression and all that's gonna, they're
But
crazy.
like I
Man.
said before, man, I mean, life's all about risk and chances, and that's what they wanted to do, and they met their maker doing it. So, hopefully, it was painful and painless and quick, and they didn't suffer. Which my understanding is that they didn't. From what I understand, if it happened quickly, it would have been faster than a bullet.
I think even with the compression down there, they would have been. There's no way. Like at one point, they were talking about they hear banging and stuff like that. I'm like, there's nobody in no air pockets or anything down there.
No,
No,
you're done. That's a
crazy.
done
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Signed, still sealed, delivered.
They're not
And
finding no remains, nothing like that. Those fish, all those animals, they're gonna eat them up. Well, they're not finding no type of
well, to
remains
be honest with you, I think they were pretty much liquefied on
on
impact
spot.
with water.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
They were
crazy.
liquefied and nothing was left. I mean, if you look at some of the things that have been down there, it's compressed to the point of just craziness,
Yeah.
So
And then the 19-year-old kid, they were talking about he didn't want to, he was scared to go and all this other stuff, and then look, now they put the poor boy on that thing and now he's gone.
well, I was scared to jump out of airplanes and rappel out of helicopters into combat zones, but I still freaking did it,
Crazy.
Two things I don't know. Two things I'm afraid of. One, heights. Still am. And
You
swimming.
scared of heights, Gregory?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God,
that's a very common one. That's a very common one,
So you said,
Do you get-
Gregory, you said a height?
I'm still afraid of heights. How about
Do you
that?
get dizzy when you go up high, Gregory? Is it kind of like a dizzy feeling?
No, it's kind of like I feel like I'm going to die. Like a kind of
Right.
kind of
You,
thing
you
like
get
that,
rapid
How
breathing
they
and stuff.
sound
Your
like
heart
boom,
races.
boom, 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 boom. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know
Exactly.
what's
At
weird?
least, at least he's not afraid of ketchup and peanut butter.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man, I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
even tried
yeah,
that yet, Gregory. That just damn reminded me right there.
yeah.
You're
You
gonna
know
make me
what's
try
weird?
peanut butter and
I'm
ketchup.
not scared of
Holy
flying
shit.
at all. I'm not. Weird, isn't it?
You're not afraid of flying, you said?
Yeah. But I'm scared
Well,
of heights. You know?
I think that's a different thing. Like if you're standing up on something that's high, like on like on the ledge of a building, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
that's different than being in an enclosed, controlled environment like an aircraft.
Yeah,
I
true.
think,
So Gregory, what about if you go in an elevator and then the elevator, it's a glass elevator, and are you scared of that? If you look out, like outside,
What is the blast elevator? What's that?
glass.
glass.
Oh, I know because I never have that problem because we don't have no glass elevator where we are.
No,
You
like
know?
like in the mall. Like if you go in the mall, like most of the malls, are you scared? Like real high or like fourth
No,
floor?
really high.
Oh, real high. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like when you go to the mall with no glass on the top, no glass.
So
Yeah,
are
he
you
don't
scared of
have
those
glass.
When you go
elevators?
to the mall up the steps, the way they have no glass, that's I'm afraid
Uh-huh.
of.
Oh
When
wow.
you get down.
So I don't know. Have you ever seen that video? Like I think it's in China somewhere. They have that bridge that is like see through, and then they make believe like it breaks, and
Oh
like
yeah,
it's like a
Oh, I didn't see that.
they have a glass walkway like that over the Grand Canyon. As a matter of fact, a guy just fell off of it not too long ago, like a couple of days ago.
oh wow.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
over that.
He fell 4,000 feet to his death.
Oh
God,
wow!
dang.
By purpose or by accident?
They're not sure yet if he did it on purpose or if it was an accident. They're not sure.
There's something like that in Chicago. forget what they call it. It used to be the subway, or the that big building in Chicago.
Like the Sears Tower, I think maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
It used to be called the Sears Tower, but
Yeah.
that tower.
Yeah.
You can go up there. It's all glass. It's all glass. It's all see through. It makes it.
They have one like that in New York. It's called the Edge, and
Yeah.
that's like it's like people go and see it. It's expensive though. It's like a $30 or $40,
Oh
and
wow.
it's just like you're like super duper high. They have it like if you look it up on YouTube, you're gonna see it. You're like super duper high, and it's all glass, and you can see down. I don't even know. It's like maybe 30, 40 floors. It's like super high.
Well, you know, it's not the fall that kills you; it's the sudden stop at the end.
It's, yeah. But you can keep falling and not die.
Yeah.
Man, Brooklyn lives in New York. Man, he could good lives. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, I don't live a big city.
I mean, I have respect for heights, but the Army kind of got me over most of my fear of heights. I mean, even on the Appalachian
got no
Trail,
choice.
I got a little bit more
You
used
know?
to it. What's that?
You got no choice. They make
Oh, well, you do have a choice because all the schools in the Army are supposed to be, I use the word supposed to be, voluntary. So airborne school is a voluntary school. Air assault school, which is rappelling out a helicopter, that's voluntary. Ranger,
Yeah.
special forces, all of those schools are voluntary schools.
It's raining
my-
right now in New York.
Yeah, it's not raining right now. It was earlier. It's
That's
stopped
weird
though.
because in California right now, it's 68, been 68 almost for 2 months. Normally in May and June, it's always hot, like maybe 80, 90, but it's not been hot lately.
Do you live in Northern California, Gregory?
No, Southern California, like
Southern?
Riverside area, Los
Okay.
Angeles, Downey, La Habra,
That
Santa
area.
Ana area.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm about to say it's 81 degrees where I live right now.
No, it's like 60 something over here.
Yeah,
That's
but
kind of odd for New York.
I live,
like it.
I
I
live
like
on the
it.
penis of the United States, Florida.
Yeah, I like this weather. It's my weather. I don't like it too hot. You know,
You wouldn't like it down here then.
Nah, I didn't. And you know what's funny? When I was over there, I was over there 2003 to 2005, right?
Yeah.
I spent 18 months. I spent about 18 months. So I'm over there wintertime. It's not even winter though because it's like 60 degrees. People got a triple fat goose, earmuffs, scarves, all
Right.
this. I'm just here with a basic long sleeve shirt. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And I worked in West Palm Beach Airport. So one of the guys is like, yo, it's so cold. You're not cold? I'm like, I'm from New York. Like this is nothing. This is regular, just a long sleeve weather. And everybody.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I just saw a comment to the guy, Frank Centurion, that says he was an SAS soldier. Let me just tell you something there, soldier. An SAS soldier would not say that about another soldier. They wouldn't say we suck. I worked several times with different units from different militaries, and we both had mutual respect for each other, unless you're just joking. And then, of course, if that's the case, then you're a limey bastard.
What subs you have?
It's all fun. We make fun of each other. Like I tell people that, there's no reason to join the Marines unless if you can read. If you like the Village People, especially the song "In the Navy," you'll probably join the Navy.
The
that
Navy.
kind of thing.
Why do they even say that? Do they accept gays now in the military now or no?
Yeah, back when I first joined, it was the "Don't Ask, Don't Tell"
Yeah.
policy. And then since then, it's been, my take on it is if you can do the job, whether you're male, whether you're female, whether you're gay, whether you're straight, whether you're whatever, as long as you can fire a round straight towards the enemy downrange and hit a target, you're on my side, man. Welcome to the club. Yeah. If you can if you're a combat medic like I was, and you can't pick up that person off the battlefield and carry them to safety, then you shouldn't be doing that job, male, female, gay, or straight.
Yeah, throw that bad boy right over your shoulder and dipset with him.
Yeah. Well, now we have what we call combat lifesavers, which basically what happens is because
Frank was saying From where, Tats? Hey,
What do you mean from where? What do you? What is from where?
From where? From
From
where?
where? What?
I like snow. Or Gregory likes his snow.
I don't
snow
understand.
type.
I don't understand.
I'm afraid of heights.
Oh, for the 204 Marines.
Yeah, he was in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Apparently, maybe in the Royal Marines. I never worked with the Royal Marines. I worked with the, just different units from different places: Canadian military, the Aussie Army, the Italians, the French, Kiwis. Who else? I've worked with various militaries around, and we had a lot of them come into our own base, and I was with the 25th Infantry Division as far as my infantry experience is concerned, if that's your question. 25th ID. We are known as our motto is Tropic Lightning. Prove my service. Would you like me to prove it? Lay my dick on the table and you can take a good look at it. How would you like me to prove my service, sir? Because you can prove your service too. Can I see your private information? People always say, let me see your DD-214. Do you understand what the DD-214 in the U.S. has on it? It has your social security number. It has your full name. It has your last home of record. It has all of that shit. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. If you want proof, you can just smell my asshole and smell all the patriotism coming out of it. How about that?
No, guys. No.
You can just. I don't need to prove dick to anyone. I know what I did. I know what I didn't do, and that should be good enough. And if people want to challenge my military service, go for it.
Hey Tat, yeah. Did you ever shoot anybody or kill or anything like that?
How you doing?
Well, I prefer not to talk about stuff like that, man.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, guys, no military,
I remember
no more anything. Okay,
I remember you was talking about it, right? About how the little kids and because my friend, he was in Afghanistan or whatever,
right?
And a little kid shot him in the chest. He had his vest on. This kid was 10 or whatever. You know what I mean? He was like a young kid, 10 or whatever years old. And he just, he thought he was gonna say hi to him or whatever, and he just shot him in the chest. So I know you was in the chat one time talking about you got to be careful with everybody, and it's so true because they grow up learning how to shoot people.
Right.
Well,
those kinds of situations, I was never involved in any situations like that. I've heard stories, rumors, things like that. I mean, rumors in the military are like assholes. I mean, everybody has one somewhere floating around. And I mean, it's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody experiences different stuff, man.
Yeah, everybody has different experiences in the military. Frank, you can take that fake and take each one of those letters, loop them up with a nice lather, a coat of butter.
Hey guys, I'm gonna cut it off. I gotta go inside. All right, talk to you guys.
Okay, thank you for coming in.
All right, I'll be back later. Bye.
Each letter of that word "fake," sir, you can take and you can just lube up and gently or vigorously, however you like it, shove it right up your ass. So there you go.
That's good when people have feelings, That's big.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem. The problem is nowadays, because of stolen valor, because there are a lot of fake veterans out there claiming military service when they never claimed, never served in the military. There are people out there like that. But to accuse somebody of stolen valor just because they claim to be in the military, let me just tell you something, fuck not. Just because someone claims to be in the military and you don't know them, that doesn't mean that they're stolen valor. Not everybody knows everybody, dick sucker. We are nothing but Tats fallen valor. Tats fallen valor. Fallen valor. Now I'm starting to question your military service, sir, because that's not what it's called. So yeah, you can take
Hey,
that
Frank,
one.
you want to come? Hey, bro, you want to come up and talk one on one?
Yeah, Frank, you want to have a little chit chat?
Wait, Tyler, you want
Tell
to
me
come?
all about it, man.
You want to come and get
Tell me what kind of hero you were, and tell me all
That's what
the war
that's what
stories.
this is all about. I want people like talk each other, you know.
Yeah, tell me all your nice war stories and all that stuff, and tell me how big, strong man you were in the Marine Corps. Tell me all of that, man. I want to hear. I want to. You can talk to me, man.
Yeah, talk to anybody.
Yeah, you can talk to me, man. I'll be your best friend.
Yeah, I'm cool. I let everybody talk one on one, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
also all about
Joko.
my
What's
that's
going
also all
on?
about my chat. I want
Yeah,
people to
man.
get along. I want
As
people
a matter of fact,
talk
I
each
have
other,
some
you know?
maxi pads here if you need them to cure, anything that ails you. I
Don't
have some
deplete
maxi
your
pads.
first aid kit yet.
Yeah, I have some maxi pads, and I even have some irrigation syringes so you can get the sand out of your clit.
I got some hemorrhoid stuff you can use.
Yeah, I can use all of that, man. I can help you out. I'm Doc, man. They call me Doc. Our nickname in the military is Pecker Checker. You know what I mean? If you have any problems there, I can freeze
Hey,
whatever
Jacko, how you
venereal
doing?
warts you have. Anything you got, anything you need, man. I'm Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah, I got my house. My parents think they say, because it's probably true. It's like I have my own little pharmacy at my house.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean that's what you get when you have not terminal, but chronic issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's what my channel's all about.
you
I'm
become. So what's up,
I'm
Jocko?
the
Glad to see you, man.
yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's great to see you.
Not bad.
Joko.
Just hurling a few insults here and there to make me feel a little better about myself.
Yeah.
You sound better. Just out doing a little cop watching and
No.
gotta go take care of business. Thought I'd jump on and say hi.
Yeah. Well, how you doing, man? You doing all right?
Oh yeah. Thinking about my move.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to work through my dad passed away the other day, and just trying to work through that right now,
Sorry to hear that.
It's like I was saying here, it's something that I can't do anything about. The only thing I can do now is focus on my mother, who has dementia right now. So we're just trying to take care of her, make sure she's comfortable and everything. So that's about all I got going.
Well, I've been holding a load of scrap yesterday. Gonna get a bunch of aluminum cans out of here today.
Oh yeah.
Then I got to work on my front end. I got a bushing out on my upper control arm.
Oh wow.
It's
Shit's always breaking, man.
It'll be the fourth time I've replaced that.
Wow.
I've had it since 2010.
I just don't recommend anything built out of carbon fiber right now until they figure out what happened.
Oh
to that
my
damn
gosh,
stuff.
yes. We talked about that yesterday.
Carbon fiber.
How stupid?
Oh, is it cracking easy?
How stupid could a billionaire be? And then the people that actually had to pay $250,000 just for one ticket.
Well, hell, people pay about that much to climb Mount Everest all the time too, and look what happens to them,
Yeah.
I don't think I have any desire to climb like Mount Everest and shit. That's almost like a death sentence for the most part.
No matter what you do, there's a risk at everything.
There is, and that's what we were saying before. You can't be afraid of everything, but Mount Everest, K2, all of those, they can have those things,
Yeah.
I'd rather not be
hopefully I get a new phone going here. My camera's it's all shattered around the camera.
Oh man.
That's why it's kind of blurry.
How'd you do that, man?
I've dropped it like 4 times now.
Oh shit. You would think they would make something a little bit more durable now. I don't understand. I think it has to do with them just selling more new screens, man.
It's a cheap phone. I'm worried about that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think plastics have advanced enough to where they could probably put a plastic screen on there that wouldn't be so shatter prone, you know?
Yeah.
It's a touch sensitivity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you have to tell your sons thank you because that microphone is working great.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You can hear all the creaks and cracks in my house and everything?
Oh, everything through your voice, you know.
Yeah. Well, no, it's actually rated the #1 live streaming headset according to PC Magazine. So, so yeah, it's a great one. It has great audio too. I mean, better than a pair of Beats. I'll just put it to you that way.
Yeah.
You know, but and plus it has the mic, so that's a bonus. You know.
Yeah.
How you doing, Gregory?
I'm doing good. You?
Good. You can join in anytime.
Yeah, Greg, we just come over here on your front porch and we just take it over, man.
You know, yesterday, you remember when I was in Lois live? And remember those angry faces I give him? You remember? And
Right.
said, oh shit, I forgot Greg live. You know, Lois this promised my life come in my chat yesterday on my panel. He fucking forgot about it. Oh, I give him all angry faces, you know?
Right. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Angry faces and after angry faces. After angry faces.
Hey, you should talk to him and make sure you didn't, maybe you didn't fall asleep or didn't have like an emergency or something like that, you know?
No, but I was joking around with him.
Yeah.
I know you were.
Hey, man,
but of course, Gregory, not everybody can see your feelings on an emoji.
What do you mean you guys are joke?
No, I'm just playing. Like he can't tell if you're joking or not. But of course, he has a good sense of humor. He knew already.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. You didn't got here in the beginning, American Arden.
Yeah, no, I know.
One of the veterans. He was talking about the veterans. Big difference.
Oh, you're talking about that guy? Yeah, he was.
Yeah, big difference. No, American Arden said you guys are joke how to take out a veteran. Good have missing on you. We're not taking out of the veterans. You didn't got the information correct. Go back to my to my video and look at the video.
American, let me just tell you, man, veterans are not impervious to criticism. Let me tell you something. I'm a veteran and I welcome any kind of criticism anybody wants to throw my way. You may not get the response back that you might want, but you know, I'm okay with someone criticizing or joking about my service if they want to. I mean, that's all them. It's all cause and effect, man. It's all cause and effect.
I respect all veterans, you know, because I am not one, so I can't give criticism for it because I've never been there, you know.
But I'm just telling you, there are just as many dickheads that served in the military that don't serve in the military. It doesn't, just because you're a veteran doesn't make you some sort of deity. You know what I mean? You're still fallible. You still make mistakes. You still do things that you're not supposed to do. We're just humans like everybody else. And disrespecting someone's military service, I frown upon that a little bit, but it doesn't mean that just because you're a veteran, you're impervious to any criticism, because that's not true. You know,
that's true.
I mean, shit.
But like you said a few days ago, you know, you signed up, so we didn't have to.
Right. Yeah, but I don't like to be handled with kids' gloves. But I have, you know, like the guy that was on here earlier, I am questioning, because typically another veteran doesn't just attack another one like that. And I could tell by some of the lingo he was using that it's very possible that he was a piece of shit that never served. But you know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. It just seems like and I'm looking at what his little hidden message there is. You know, he just seems like he's angry about himself. I mean, hey, I proudly served there, Freck, and you know, whatever PTSD you have from Call of Duty, I can't help you with, man.
You know, I like veterans. I don't care if the bad veterans, good veterans, or no good veterans. I express the veterans because my dad was a veteran. You know.
Yeah, what'd your
No, I
dad
like-
do, man? What'd your dad do in the military?
My dad never discussed. My dad promised me don't discuss anything. You know.
Oh, okay, I understand. That's fine.
Yeah. I won't deal with that. You know. Because
No, I get that.
I expect the militaries. I always like listen to them. You know.
Right.
Because I cannot say nothing bad because I'm in an army. You know.
Right.
I'm not, yeah.
But here's the thing, though, Gregory, about that. If somebody's being an asshole, regardless of what they did in their lifetime, you can call them out for being an asshole because an asshole is an asshole, just like an alligator's an alligator. An alligator's going to bite.
I like when people speak out, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's okay, man. Listen, man, if anybody's more critical about the military people, it's people that did serve in the military, for one. You would think if you heard a conversation between me and my friends, you would think that we hated each other.
That's the two things. One thing I hate when people come in my chat, please do not discuss politics.
What
politics.
Code would that be, Frack? What code would that be? You guys always talk about a fucking code. I don't know of a code.
You want to come up and talk?
What code is that, man? Tell me the code. 8675309. Is that the code?
Well, I'm gonna jump off here. I'll be in the chat. I'm gonna do a little driving around.
All right, man.
Let me know when you're live again.
All right.
Okay.
I'll be in the chat, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. What code is that, man? You don't know the code. You're watching too many fucking movies, man. That's what you're doing. And let me just tell you, bud, I recommend if you really want to see what it's like in the military, I recommend that you don't watch the movies and you actually join and to get the real authentic experience. But if you want to see movies that are sort of authentic, you know, I would recommend maybe Saving Private Ryan's a good one. You know, The Lone Survivor. I recommend those two.
Yeah, Greg, you like historical
Hi, Derek. How you
documentaries
doing?
and stuff like that.
That was a very good story you did yesterday on my chat.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket's okay.
Derek.
David Knight is a good movie. I've seen that.
Derek was awesome yesterday.
Yeah, Derek was very good.
Yeah,
I'm doing good, bro. How you doing?
You can just tell by the way he speaks that he has
very intelligent guy, very smart, smarter than I am. Very good, Derek.
He's a very
smart man.
Smart man.
Who are we talking about? I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Derek Dumas.
Oh, gotcha.
You should be president next time. Derek Dumas, president of the United States of America.
Derek for president.
I would say Tats for president, but then we'd end up learning your real name.
Well, first of all, I don't want to be president, and I'll tell you why. I would just give all the damn taxes to the people, man.
Hey, that's how it should be.
Yep. I would be a miserable president.
Yeah. Honestly, the whole tax system and all that.
Thank you, Lord. You come. Thank you.
Wallace.
You're always a king, buddy.
You wouldn't vote for me if you saw my ugly mug.
Yeah, I thought we tried to get away from the taxation of the King of England, but yet we ended up creating it ourselves.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they voted for Trump and Biden, so
I would like to repaint the White House a better color, just a nicer color.
Okay, guys, no politics. I hate politics.
No, it's not politics. It's just I just want to paint the White House a different color. I think a nice periwinkle pink would be nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Make
something
it
like
pink.
that.
Yeah, that color, something. Still call it the White House, you know.
Yeah. Well, we
Pink
just
is
call it the
black.
house, man. We just call it the house, his
No.
house.
No, Gregory's White House. That sounds good.
Gregory's White House?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, baby, what's up?
that'd be all right, man. You know, make it out of fiber. Maybe make it out of
Carbon fiber.
fiber.
Yeah.
I am so happy he came. Lois. No,
We
thank
might as
you.
well just
I'm
make
so
it out of
happy.
or just make it from cardboard, you know.
Cardboard. Yeah.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't understand why we put a president in a big ass mansion anyway. I mean, it should be more like an office building, in my opinion.
Oh,
Yeah,
the White House is an office building.
I mean, it is, but I mean, and I know the historical significance and all of that stuff, but to me, it kind of reminds me of kind of like class. It kind of gets into the class war type of thing. Do we really? I mean, I guess, you know, whatever. It's no big deal, but you know, I don't know. I just think maybe a little less Beverly Hillbilly style.
What do you think, Greg?
What?
Yeah, what do you think, Greg?
No. I'm thinking of what?
Maybe it should be a log cabin.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Uh-oh, somebody's kids are fighting.
I don't think so, man.
Time to get the paintball gun.
No time to get the spray gun.
If I was president of the United States,
What would you do, Gregory? What would be the first thing you did as president?
I would fire all that Congress, all the Senates and Congress. That's our old people, all terms. Then I do every 4 to 6 years of a new congressman, 84 years,
Get it.
until they get the country back. But I don't think so. I think it's too late for the country to come back. I don't know. I could be wrong. You know.
Right.
Yeah, correct, Eric. Yeah, because I have so many problems. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I would do.
We need a
What would you guys do?
Huh?
Yeah,
What would you guys do?
right,
What would you be
I
your
know.
first order of business to be president?
Oh God, there's so many I can't even think about.
Oh, first would be to drain the swamp
Drain the
and
swamp?
put term limits on them.
Gotcha. Seems good. You know, I think we'd have a cookout at Area 51 for people, you know?
Yeah, that'd be
Area
awesome.
51, I don't believe it. To me, it's fake.
Greg, let me just tell you something, man. There's a lot of things that the military has that, you know, are secret and stuff. But you know what? If it's keeping us safe, I'm okay with that. But I think there should be some more transparency about what's going on with different things. You know, we should be aware of at least some programs. There's a lot of black programs that out there that you'll never know about.
I heard one side is real, the other one is fake, the other one is real, the other fake is fake.
You'll never know, man.
I
The
don't know
government puts
who I
out
believe, you know what I
disinformation
mean?
all the time, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's all that. You cannot figure out what's truth or not truth anymore. You know?
Yeah, it's okay,
It's
though.
all it's all twisted.
We'll all know the
No.
truth after we're all gone. We'll all come back as ghosts and explore Area 51 together, hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Go say hi to the little green people and shit.
I don't think they're at Area 51. I think they're at Wright-Patterson.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Do you think aliens shit?
Well, you think I believe in aliens? No.
You don't think alien shit? Yeah,
No.
do aliens shit, or do they just come? Does it just come out of their pores in their skin or whatever?
I don't know.
No,
Maybe they crap gold. That's why the government don't want to say they're real, because
you know what?
that's how
That
they're getting their
could be a
gold.
possibility, man.
Alien leprechauns.
I mean, my question is do they even eat? I don't know. I mean, their mouths look awfully small from all the drawings I've seen.
Maybe they eat through the nose, probably. I don't know.
Through their nose, like cocaine and shit. Aliens are snorting cocaine.
Yeah, probably.
It's possible.
No, maybe Maybe they drink the blood of cows.
Yeah, maybe. What do you guys think in the chat?
Maybe they're oxytarians. Maybe they just eat oxygen.
Yeah,
what do you guys think? Guys, let me know what you think about how the aliens eat.
Oh, they eat cows.
Aliens, shit. I don't know, man. We never know. They
maybe
cows,
they eat a lot of the cow mutilations. There's no blood around.
They love
maybe
corn,
they eat
they make crop circles. Yeah,
they love corn.
Yep, that's true.
Corn.
They never find the children in the corn, though. You know what I mean?
Maybe they like to eat trolls. I don't know. Maybe they like to eat.
That's my job, man. Gregory, you can't eat trolls unless I approve it first.
Okay.
You know.
No, I thought the Danish would have to approve that because I thought they're the troll capital.
Oh, you are right about that, actually. I learned that at Epcot.
Oh, Shirley's gone. Bye, Shirley.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know. So you don't believe in aliens, Gregory?
Nope. I don't believe in aliens.
You don't believe them?
I don't believe in UFO. I don't believe anything like that.
Let me ask you a question. Wouldn't it be such a waste of space, pardon the pun, if there was nobody else out there?
Oh, Howdy, we are talking kind of.
Think about how big space is, man.
Yeah, the universe is so large. How can there not be?
Hey, guys, Howdy was saying, what have I walked into now?
Space is bigger than Space is bigger than my mother-in-law, man.
No, I mean I believe there's aliens. I mean, look at Machu Picchu. A lot of
Howard County. What's up, brother?
Sites.
Look at California. That's just proof right there.
That's true, Derek. Yep, that's true. They might not believe in us either. Yep, he's 100% right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe we're there.
Yeah,
maybe we're the aliens. How about that?
You know?
You know, maybe we are.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at a lot of the old ancient sites and how the construction of them, you're going to tell me people with stone tools cut perfect lines and stuff in stone, and we can't even do that today?
You know, here's what my theory is. I believe the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot control all the UFOs we've been seeing. And when they land, Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster is either blurry naturally, or they do that to cloak themselves. That way you never get a clear picture of them.
Well, I saw a Sam Squatch before, you know.
A Sam Squamch?
Sam Squatch.
Yep. Well, I actually have, since I live out in one of the largest swamps in Florida, I have Bigfoot hunters all the time that trespass on my property looking for the damn thing. And I'm here to tell you, man.
No, she's on YouTube.
And I'm here to tell you, I've never seen the son of a bitch anywhere. I've been missing a pair of underwear once when my damn dryer would break down, you know, I'd miss a pair of underwear. Maybe the bitch is stealing my underwear.
Dude.
No, that's just the underwear gnomes that come in the dryers and steal your socks and underwear.
Yeah, Fruit of the Loom Squatch, you know what I mean?
Cat, I'm eating right now. And talking about underwear, I'm eating right now? Oh.
Well, listen, Gregory, if you want to know, Bigfoot wears boxers and not briefs, because I wear boxers.
It's fake.
Yeah, maybe he's in that freaky deaky stuff, man. Maybe he's out there smelling old Tat's underwear and shit.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
I don't think we'll ever find out if there really is a Bigfoot, because there's too much.
Hey, no,
there's too much Halloween stuff now. You know that anybody can go out there. And
honestly, I think if there were Bigfoot, it would have to be in the Amazon. I don't think in the United States. I mean, the United States is pretty thoroughly combed over, man. I mean, anywhere you go in the wilderness. I mean, I spent, like I was talking about earlier about the Appalachian Trail. I spent so much damn time in the Appalachian Trail on the Appalachian Trail. If I was going to see a Bigfoot, I would have seen it then. And I didn't see shit. I saw some people that kind of looked like Bigfoot, but I never saw. I seen bears. I seen skunks. I seen every damn thing else.
Great morning, everybody. Great morning.
What's up, man?
Thank you for coming in.
Hey, no problem. Hey, talk about Bigfoot. I think Russia would be the one place where Bigfoot could be, because that's one place where you can't really explore everywhere, you know.
That's
So,
true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Not only that, but I've seen people in Russia that kind of resemble Bigfoot, and maybe they're kind of related, you know?
Right.
Putin. Yeah.
You get out there in that forest, they have, I can't remember the name of that forest, like the Siberian area. Siberia
exactly.
area?
Exactly.
In
That's
that
what I was
area?
thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's
You
a
ever
lot
seen
of
a documentary? You ever seen the
territory.
documentary about the little old lady that lived out there by herself?
No.
There's this lady. I don't know if I can't imagine that she's still alive now. But there was some documentary about this lady who just kind of lived out there by herself in the middle of the Siberian wilderness. You know, pretty interesting little documentary.
I would love to go out there and look at the Tuscany event.
Yeah, I love Tuscany chicken.
Yeah, crap. KS4OFD and I were talking last night, and he came up with something, and I didn't even realize it, but you know, at that moment, and it's like the same person who built Titanic.
Oh, that meme I sent you.
Yeah, you go ahead and tell them the story. Go ahead.
Thomas Andrews, who built the Titanic, sank in 1912. 111 years later, the guy that built the submarine to go to the Titanic sank with it too, in the same spot.
Oh shit!
Don't you think that's kind of a little weird?
That's weird, man.
It's morbid, but it's true.
Well, I think what happened was Rose got pissed off and sabotaged the whole thing because they didn't want her to find the heart of the ocean down there. That's what I think. And that bitch never let Jack back up on that door, man. I would have been fighting that bitch for that door.
What do you guys think all about that TV series called The Two Brothers Trying to Find the Hidden Treasure in an Island? I forgot the name of the show.
You're talking about Oak Island?
Oak Island, right? Yeah, Oak Island. Okay, that TV show's interesting. I haven't seen it recently, but when I was watching before, I mean, they basically keep on running into obstacles, basically, right? Like, if there is something there, it's been hidden to points where they can't get access to it.
Yeah. You know what I think's down there? I think candy. I think candy is in a little box down there. I think eventually they're going to dig it up and it's just going to be pixie sticks.
In the beginning, I believe them, but now I don't. You know, guys, in the beginning, I watched the show. It was good, but after 8 seasons, I think to me, it's fake to me. That's my opinion. You know,
think it's fake?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's my opinion. Go on.
Let me tell you a little story,
Maybe.
Gregory. You know what happened to me when I was a kid? There was a dog that it was just a neighborhood dog that we all knew, and this dog started digging at this metal thing that we didn't know what the hell it was. I was probably about 10, 11 years old at the time, and it was digging the shit out of the thing. And we started saying, "Oh, maybe he's digging for treasure or something." So we started digging, helping the damn dog dig under this, and it was a big metal, like a almost like the side of a cargo train car or something that was in the side of this hill. And we were digging under it, trying to figure out what the hell was under this thing. And all of a sudden, the dog reaches in there and just growls and starts just shaking the living shit out of something. And guess what it was? It was a spotted skunk, and it sprayed every fucking one of us. So from then on, from then on, I knew never to dig in holes that I shouldn't be digging in.
Oh, did he even get?
That cured my treasure hunting forever.
Did it get
and I
the dog
stunk.
Too?
Yeah. Oh, it sprayed everybody.
Oh my gosh.
It sprayed the living shit out of her. It got its last revenge
God.
before it met its maker, but it damn sure. No, it wasn't a badger. It was a fucking skunk, and it skunked the hell out of us. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you've never been sprayed by a skunk, that is a whole nother level of stank.
No.
How do you get rid of the smell?
Days upon days upon days. That damn tomato juice shit doesn't work for
It doesn't,
anything.
huh?
Hell no.
Dawn soap. Don't wet yourself first. Put Dawn soap. Let it soak up the oils, then wash.
I wish I would have known that back then. I had no idea. I was in middle school at the time, I think, and I stunk to high heaven, and I still had to go to school stinking like shit.
Oh man,
it was the worst, man.
Everybody's making fun of you of the chat. I love it. That's funny.
That sprayed the living. That skunk had. I mean, that dog killed it, but it damn sure let us know what it was before it died.
Oh man.
Yep, and we spent I'm gonna tell you, we were digging for a good 30 minutes for that little bastard.
Wow.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
That dog was feverishly digging after that little thing. And we were so willing to help it. We were like, yeah, come on, let's dig. Let's help it dig.
Let me ask you a question. After that, did your dog stop digging for shit?
Well, that wasn't my dog. It was just like a neighborhood dog that I can't remember who it belonged to, but that little sumbitch was digging. It was like a little beagle is what the dog was. And yeah, it just, so yeah, if they asked me to dig at Oak Island, I think I would pass,
Yeah.
I would love to dig up there.
Oh yeah?
Because I think the Ark of the Covenant's down there.
Either that, or you're gonna start hearing voices and shit down there, singing yo ho and shit. And
I want to get the right. I want to get the right type of vest or equipment and go to Chernobyl.
There you go.
Yeah. Check that
out.
Oh
man.
I
don't know about
the
that
artifacts they're finding is actually going to end up rewriting North America history.
Right. Well, I think in North America, we were visited way before the classic explorers came over from Europe. I think there were several people and groups that came over here.
Yeah, 1247, the Vikings were here. They found artifacts in Oklahoma about it.
Yeah, there's so much world history that we will never know.
No, exactly.
That occurred,
Yep.
Yeah.
People just don't know.
The Templars were here about 100, 150 years before Columbus.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But that's there. That's hearsay or whatnot. We can only do so much about that, right? Yeah. Oh, did I lose everybody?
You're right, Greg.
Nah.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm expecting to see what I'm going to eat for lunch.
It got quiet, so I thought I lost everybody.
No.
No, I think somebody got a phone call.
Oh yeah, I heard that. What are you eating, Gregory? I heard you over there eating, man. I just got done eating breakfast too.
I'm thinking about it to have a sandwich, but my favorite place is closed right now.
Oh, I see. So you just got to
I
wait for it to
order
open
on
up.
DoorDash. All the time.
DoorDash.
I'm too lazy to go. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
What are you getting?
Maybe a turkey sandwich.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have a firehouse around you, but that's why I like to get from DoorDash a lot of times.
The firehouse, I don't even like the sandwiches.
You don't like their sandwiches?
Oh, I love Firehouse sub sandwiches.
Yeah, man. I had to eat my sandwiches hot.
I think it's probably maybe that location, probably,
Probably. More than likely, yeah. It depends on location. A lot of times, if they care for your food, if they don't care about it, you're gonna get some sad sandwiches, man. But
hi,
yeah.
Miss B. How you doing?
Hey, let me check chat. Yeah, that's the type of sandwich, because I don't like cold sandwiches. I usually like to get hot sandwiches, So mess with those firehouses. It's great, man. I'm glad to be coming in finally, Gregory. I finally found you, caught you, because I just woke up right now. You guys hear me?
You're all the angry faces yesterday, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody was telling you, huh?
Yeah, everybody's telling me. I'm getting all in trouble, man.
It's all good, man.
I know. I told you I was gonna catch you sooner or later.
Yeah, you know one thing. Don't ever make a California people mad. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, I heard that.
Never make California people mad.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drop off for just a little bit, and I'll be back.
All right. right. Take
Okay.
care, buddy.
Is that Tat? Take it easy, Tat.
Yeah.
You know, guys, like Lawrence and Riverside and everybody, I have people who are close to me. If anything happened, they will help me out,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're all family,
Yeah. We try to be. I try to be there for
Mhm.
everybody.
If I could drive, I could go with you any place with Kamanga, Riverside, even the Down East guy, even but I can't drive, it's sad. You guys are so close to me. I live in the harbor,
Hey,
Santa Ana
Andy.
close.
Yeah, what's up?
I'll call you later. I'm gonna bounce.
All right, buddy.
All right, later.
Later.
I see you. It's like it's hard,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of close together. At the same time, we're spread apart. So it's just about linking up and talking to people and then, linking up again.
Mhm.
California is kind of a big place, so we all have our own things got going on. But at the same time,
Oh,
we can
yeah.
try to be there for each other, though,
Yeah. I think we have more artists in California, any other state, isn't it? No, 28, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, New York's probably going to have a lot, because they're big too. But
But we have like
we have to, yeah.
HDT, you. Then you're not with an auto. You really like a like Jamanga. You guys like a
I'm
for
everything.
entertainment people,
Yeah, there you go. I'm everything. I'm educational, entertainment. I'm here
Yes.
for people, and I do a little bit of audience too. I'm everything,
Yes,
That's
people
my-
don't realize that. You guys you're not toys, you're entertainment people. That's why I like to join because I like doing the kind of stuff. I like education stuff too,
Yeah. Trying to keep the spirit going, Just trying to keep everybody happy, and something to do. It's not always about negativity. Sometimes you need some
I know.
positivity in our life, right?
People forget about education these days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like Jamanga because he cracks me up. Let's go,
Heck yeah. Let's effing go. Yeah, Chinga, this is awesome, man. I can't wait for
We
you.
were saying that Jamanga was good, took me out. It make me so happy that they're two friends too,
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Liberty Blair. Liberty Blair says that has an awesome car. I appreciate that, Liberty Blair.
Everybody here is good to me. Everybody,
That looked like a funnel time whenever you guys went to have lunch. I didn't even know you guys did that, man. That looked like you guys had a fun old time, man.
That was my idea because I told them in months, you guys treat me good. Let me buy for you guys,
Well, that's nice of you. Damn.
Yeah, because it's like they're there for me,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But
I hear you.
when I told them don't eat anything, and they eat, and and they eat more, Man, we was a good appetite. We was
You can put it
good
down, huh?
appetite. My God, you could eat anything. That's good, It's good.
That's right.
He's a very challenging man. Riverside.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Very
Hey, you already know
smart
that,
guy.
Gregory.
Help,
If you guys
helping
don't
the
know that.
homeless. That's good.
You guys don't know that already. You should know that already, Greg. I mean, I got into this because of Riverside. I saw him doing his thing, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And it got me into doing what I'm doing. So, yeah, Riverside is a great guy. I started doing all this, and I met SGV and all the other people jinging at us, and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome.
If it wasn't for Riverside and Jamaica, you don't know me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you're with Riverside, I said, okay, let me help you. First I look at the video, damn, you're a good guy. Let me help you,
Yeah. It's funny? He woke me up this morning time. He called and woke me up like, hey, you awake? I'm like, oh, no, I'm not awake. And then I saw your live. I'm like, well, I'm going to jump on Gregory's live panel then.
Riveride's hard to follow. Get. He's hard
know, Oh, man, we're everywhere. We be just doing this or that. That's what it is. Because even me, I got something to do in the morning time, too. So it's like, oh, wow.
River said, if you're hearing, dog, I love you, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's here. If he's not here, he's gonna hear it. Sooner or later, you'll hear it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, honey.
Jamaica go to Vegas. He went to Vegas without not telling us. And I told him, we go to Vegas, let me know. And let me know, and I could have a vacation. Oh God, and he never left me. He never even tell me in his Instagram. You know, Jamaica, if I see you, watch. Hold on. Okay, Jamaica, next if I see you, that's talking, bro. I love you.
You here, let me get my cam going real fast. There goes my cam. You guys see my face. I'm all barely waking up, like, oh. It's important time, you know. So wiping the sleep on my eyes, like, ah.
Hey, yep. How you doing, my friend?
Oh man, I love it though. I love it. It's awesome. That's why I love friendships, building relationships. You know, I was talking to Tat the other day, and it was great. You know, Indiana is a great person. Talking to Indiana.
Oh, he's a good person.
You know, so it's just you meeting these people that I would never have met otherwise. That's what I love. You know, I don't get out like that. I don't get to go to different states. So now I'm meeting someone from Indiana. We talking like we seen each other the other day. That's awesome right there. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, this is what social media is all about.
Because I don't know about YouTube. You know, it's that guys helping me. You know who started?
You guys helped me too.
Yeah. You know who helped me? I came in the first time. I went to LP, Last Responder. He helped me to get my channel going too. That's the first channel I see him. Did you know that?
Who up to you? Who?
Last Responder.
Oh, Next Responder. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the first channel I came and watched him.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I need to look him up then. I need to sign up to them.
Oh yeah,
he's a good guy. He's my mentor too. You know.
Oh yeah.
He's like a father. You know, I have. You know.
Let me try to look that up right now. So you said Next Responder. Next
Responder. Yeah. Can you don't be big, hey, honey?
Last Responder.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Last Responder.
He's a guy driving dead bodies to the morgue.
Okay, let me look up right now. I want to get his channel right now so I can make sure I can sign up. Okay, so I see Last Responder. What? No way. Is it a channel where it has you know, the actual the emblem as the picture? Because he only has
yes.
Really? He only has 300 subscribers. He needs to have more than that. Dang, that's cool. That's what's up right there. I'll subscribe right now. Well, I am subscribed. I'm subscribed. I'll just put the bell on now. All notifications. There we go. So there we go. Yeah, because I didn't see that video.
Sometimes YouTube unsubscribe people.
Are they that, or they don't give you the notifications? Like sometimes I don't get Rivers notifications, even though I have the bell on. Yeah. YouTube is weird like that.
That's funny. I like that. Black Nation, I love you too, my man.
Black Nation, super people are dying to see him. Hey, Black National Freedom Fighter. Where's this person at from? I see him around there a lot of times. Pretty cool name right there. I like that.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him.
That's awesome. I need to sign up to his channel too because I do see his
guys, can you dump his link, please?
Biff BNF channel BNF reply correctly. Yeah, see if we could get that. Let me see. I think it's right there. Oh, Hey Honey put it up there. Thank you, Hey Honey. I appreciate it, Hey Honey. So right there, and then yep.
Because I like to help small channels too. You know, I like to help people. You know, I like to support people. You know. When they go live, I go live. You know, I like to help because they help me. I help people. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm all about too. I'm all about helping people. That's what I'm all about. You know, it might seem like I'm not because I'm a troll sometimes. I might go out there, put a camera, you know, in people's face if they want to say. But you know, I'm not actually out there trying to help people too. At the same time, you know, I might be rattling someone's head. At the same time, I'm trying to stand there for you and everybody else, you know, who are watching and who have rights. Even that person who got upset, I'm standing up for their rights too. I'm standing there to show them that they can do the same thing. You know, that's what it's all about. I try to help people.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. What problem? Liberty Blair. I love it. But yeah, so I wanted to just jump on here real fast and talk to you guys because unfortunately I got some counseling I gotta go to.
Hey, buddy, how you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good.
How you doing, Black National Freedom Fighter?
Hey, Black National.
Hey, Indiana. Hey, Lois.
Hey, I'm glad I get to see you before I jump off.
Are you still on vacation? Oh,
No, it's done.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah.
How's Coco doing?
Coco doing well.
Oh, that's good. Take Coco as a hi.
I will.
How was your vacation?
It was hot.
Was it?
Yeah, down in Texas, I mean, it was like 103 degrees down there.
Oh, wow. What about humid? Was it humid? Was it wet?
No, there was no wet. It was just heat.
Hot.
Wow. Miserable heat. Huh?
And I'm planning on moving down there. So.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Are you sure? Are you positive 100%? You want to move it over there?
Yeah.
Wow. Good
Yeah,
luck with that. I mean, it could be nice, right? It is a nice state or country, if you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that, man. Do you know what part of Texas you might be moving to?
San Antonio.
Oh, San Antonio. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I was born in Texas. I only spent like maybe 3 or 4 years over there, but I was born in Galveston, Texas. That's like on the Gulf of the city of the country. So I was over there for just a little bit. I do want to go back over there to visit, see how it is. I'm just a little wary of the weather, like you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I hear San Antonio is pretty nice too, though.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you know, it's San Antonio.
There you go.
Well, I just come up to say hello and.
Okay, thank you for dropping in. You know,
I'm glad you did.
All right, y'all, take care.
Okay, you too.
All right, you too.
Bye.
All right. Thank you for coming up here, Black National. And yeah, like I was about to jump off too, so I got some counseling to go to.
Okay.
So thank you. So Tat is still in the background, just to let you know, Gregory, because I was trying to read some messages. So thank you, Tat, for handling that, because it looks like we might have someone in here who's negative nature. So don't pay attention to that. But I'll see you again later on today. All right, Gregory.
Okay.
In Indiana. All right.
All
you guys
take
take it
care,
easy. All right.
Okay. Bye.
That was cool.
Man,
you had,
so far, so
a
good.
lot
It's
of
a very
people that
good-
dropped in.
Yeah. Mental accommodation, you know? That's what I like when people speak their mind, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, take it out. You know? Just take it out how you're feeling out. Talk one-on-one, you know? That's what my title is, you know? Here, guys, if you have any problem, come in and I'll let you listen, you know? You know, we are here to help. We're not here to distort everybody, you know?
Yeah.
We told him stop freaking U-Haul. I called him that I called YouTube man, how much likes do I have? Man, I got 15 people. Can you imagine? Can you guys imagine when I started? When I started my first live, only 5 people.
Yeah.
Now I have like 191, and now, you know, you guys are true friends here. You are very good. You're helping me, you know, help each other. You know that.
That's what we're here for, man. To
Yep.
help you out.
Yep.
I didn't even eat lunch yet because I'm here to help you out. So.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you guys are 3 hours difference.
Yeah, it's all good.
I know. You know, it's sad because I can't drive because I have my seizure. If I drive, I would drive. I would go with Riverside, everybody, you know.
Yeah.
That's well, I could take my bike from here to Las Vegas, but it's gonna take me freaking 1 week.
Just make a big backpack with your tent with a tent in it, you know.
Yeah. I freaking get pulled over with a police officer. What are you doing with your bike on the freeway? You know. Oh man. Oh man. This is good, you know. Anybody want to come up? I'm off for 2 days.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Me too. I love fathers too.
I'll give you 2 days. You can go to Lawless's and sing some karaoke.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Here I am, rocking like a hurricane.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, American Emmy make a comment on my comment and saying I'm sorry. All about you lost. If you read my
thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, if you read my comment, should or even lady Toy should tell him for your concern because she was on live yesterday, Lady Liberty. I tell her what happened. He said, "Oh my God," you know.
Yeah.
Everybody pray for you, you know.
Well, it's like what I tell everybody though. It's just a natural part of life, you know. We all eventually will have to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, it just sucks, you know, but I'm doing fairly well, you know. I'm doing better than I probably expected myself to do, I think.
Oh no.
But it's okay, Greg, man. We're good. I saw, as a matter of fact, your video with your mom the other day. Oh yeah, Free Solo. I do know that documentary. Hey, honey, about the young man who set the record of climbing El Capitan solo. Free climbed it. Yeah, that was a great documentary. Yeah, I've never been out to Yosemite or any places like that. I wish I would have, but I never went there. And the Grand Canyon would be. I've flown over the Grand Canyon, but I've never stopped.
I've been a couple times.
You've been to the Grand Canyon? Did you say you've been to the Grand Canyon, Greg? Uh-oh.
Gregory, you there, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was me. It's not me, it's you. Yeah, you know, Grand Canyon's cool. I've always wanted to go out there.
Hey, Phil, do you ever been to Grand Canyon before? Phil? He came to California a few years ago. I wonder if you ever went to Grand Canyon.
Greg, if you said you were Greg, if you said you were afraid of heights, what the hell are you doing at the Grand Canyon, man?
Yeah, no kidding, man.
I didn't went up there, you know.
Oh, okay. About to say that'd be the last damn place you'd want to go.
Yeah. No, I didn't go all the way. I go way in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go in the front. Yeah.
So you mean we can't go skydiving together?
No. Oh hell no. You would never. No.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah. I never got certified as a
luck,
civilian
my parachute
skydiver.
wouldn't work.
Yeah, but you always have a reserve.
Yeah.
You got one more chance.
Mm-hmm.
You got to cut away your other chute though. If it's already deployed but not fully inflated, you got to cut away that chute, and then you got to deploy your other, because you don't want them wrapped up together. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that in a documentary, or I can't remember if it was a documentary or a YouTube video, where these two were skydiving tandem, and the instructor pulled the primary chute. It never inflated totally. So then it pulled the reserve, or the reserve deployed on its own, and they both got intertwined with each other, and they eventually survived, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But that had to be a butt puckering moment.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Give me 1 second.
In the Army, we jumped on static lines. We hook up the basically the ripcord goes onto a cable, and then you just kind of shuffle out the door, and you count to 4. And by the time you count to 4, your main should open.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But I prefer just to. I mean, in combat zones, I think jumping is kind of antiquated. I think other methods like helicopters and stuff like that are a little bit more safe and so on.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
But riding a Blackhawk's cool. You know, a lot of people. When I was a kid, you know, I used to always want to ride in a helicopter. My first helicopter ride was in a Huey, but riding in helicopters is cool if you've never been in one. I don't think Gregory would like it so much though.
No, hang on.
Oh, I'll tell you something crazy. In a Huey,
give me 1 second.
Okay. In a Huey, it's scary as shit the first time you ever get on there.
Oh, really?
That's who it was. I knew it was the Mr. Data Miner himself that was trying to fuck with me. Yep, I knew. Goodbye. Yeah, he was trying to mess with me. He thinks he's gonna. I mean, I'm turning into skeletal remains right now, waiting for him to dox me.
No, I don't want Mad Max. I don't want anything like this. Any drama in my. No.
Oh no, I hit him from the channel. He's no longer able to make a comment. I don't have time for that guy.
Thank you, very. Fair, where do you what part of California you went to visit?
What's that?
Well, I was telling Fair because she visited California, but I was asking him what part of California he visited.
Fur?
Yeah, Fair, yeah. He told me, but I forget. Let me explain my disability. Everybody we know. Okay, I went to the doctor when I was young. Okay, they put me in a regular class in the high school. Okay, I didn't know nothing. I was way behind, and the teacher said, "Why are you so slow?" And they sent me to a special consulate in school. You know, they have like in high schools and schools. If you that cannot understand, they have a consulate over there, a therapy over there, and they give me a test. They send me a doctor, and the doctor told me I'm not a slow learner. I top slow. I learn about very slow, That's one of my disability. And sometimes when I talk too fast, I don't understand myself, you know. And they told me that's my disability, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're still intelligent, you know.
Yes.
Well, you know what I hate though, Gregory?
I'm not fast as you guys, you know.
But Gregory, listen, man. Don't let other people define who you are.
Oh,
you
no. I'm explaining my disability.
Yeah, I get you. But never let that hold you back, man, because I'm going to tell you, what people consider to be slow learning, I say a lot of times it's just that you learn in a different way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just because you don't learn in the mainstream way that everybody else thinks you should learn, a lot of times they call you a slow learner. But I think I disagree with that in some ways, because I think that everybody learns differently.
Exactly. Same thing when someone says, "Oh, you're not normal." Okay, who defined normal? Who defined what's normal?
Right.
Faye went to West Hollywood. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another place I've never been, was Hollywood. I've never been to Hollywood or Santa
Monica.
Don't
go right now. No. Don't go there.
I heard Hollywood's not the greatest in the world.
The weird people, very weird.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to was.
Yeah. It's no longer the Hollywood of Marilyn Monroe and Zsa Zsa Gabor and all them. There's an interesting channel.
I'd still like to go there in Las Vegas, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's some history, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's an interesting, I can't remember the name of the channel, but it's a guy who goes to different famous grave sites around the United States and visits people. And there's some really interesting grave sites in Hollywood area, in the California area. Yeah. It's interesting to see, you know, where they were laid to rest and how their gravesite is either maintained or no longer maintained. People kind of forgot about them, you know, things like that. It's interesting. I used to walk through a graveyard every day to go to school when I was in high school, because we only lived not too far away, and the only thing separating us from the high school was a graveyard. So we'd walk through there all the time, and I used to stop and look at a lot of the older graves, like from the 1800s and stuff. It's interesting.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
A lot of history. There were some Civil War veterans buried in there and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Even though Florida wasn't a big Civil War state, we had a battle or two, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Hi, Sonia.
Greg, have you ever been to Florida, Greg?
No.
No?
The only place
it's overrated.
Went to, it was Ohio.
Ohio?
Yeah, many years ago with my friend in high school. He invited me to see his parents. Never ever go there. It's so boring.
Oh yeah.
He lives up in the woods.
No, I like the woods though, man.
I was miserable.
A lot of people don't like the woods, but I love the woods. I love the woods. The woodier, the better.
Yeah, but no, it's not for me. I like a town to go, places to go out.
That's okay. I'm a country mouse. You're a city mouse. That's fine.
You want something even more boring? Come to Indiana.
Indiana? You know, let me just tell you about that, Indiana. I've looked at maps of Indiana and just the way they have it laid out. Like, if you look at just a general map of Indiana, everything is so square up there.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it weird? I mean, that's weird to me. Like, everything looks so divided,
counties,
geometrical. But yeah, even though you know, Indiana has a lot of good history up there too. You know, I like history.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I love history. My favorite kind of history is, you know, I like pre-Columbian history. Things that happened before the European settlers came over and stuff.
Oh,
I like that kind of stuff.
That stuff's cool.
I'll tell you an interesting thing. In the swamp that I currently live in, the Indians took Hernando de Soto, which was one of the conquistadors that came through here, and the Indians decided that they were going to lead him through the swamp that I currently live in hopes that the swamp would kill him.
Really?
Yeah, but it didn't work apparently. But yeah, they were. Before that, there's an area that's pretty dry here. It's known as if you want to call it the Highlands of Florida. There's an area there, and there were some actual conquistadors that actually died of dehydration. And I would maintain wearing armor in Florida is probably not the brightest idea.
Yeah.
You know, but back then there was malaria here and all kinds of things. But, yeah, Florida's got some interesting stuff. I mean, we do have St. Augustine, the oldest town in the United States. And they sell everything there. This is the oldest blang, blang, blang. This is the oldest jail, oldest school, oldest this, oldest that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a touristy trap now. They kind of, I think they overdo things like that a lot of times. Indiana, when are you going to eat some lunch, man? You're worrying me. You said you didn't eat any lunch yet.
Yeah, I'll eat after the live.
Okay.
I'm hungry too, but I'm over too.
Greg, what are you going to eat, man? What you eating for lunch? What you got on the menu?
Oh,
Don't tell me ramen noodles.
Maybe ketchup with
peanut butter.
Maybe toast on a sandwich.
A little what?
I don't know sandwiches you.
Maybe a troll sandwich.
I think you said a troll on a sandwich.
Troll on a sandwich. That's good. With a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of peanut butter. Okay.
Peanut butter and ketchup.
And
throw a little mayonnaise on there for good measure, man.
Yeah. You know, I love your videos. Your video is so awesome.
I try, man. I try my best to get it going.
It's so funny, bro.
I try, man. I try to add a little humor, but you know what? One thing I wish I didn't sound so damn boring sometimes. I sound oh, really? Because then when I rewatch, and believe me, I do rewatch my videos. I know how tacky that seems to some people, but I do. And I watch myself, and it's like I would rather walk through dog shit barefooted than to watch one of my videos sometimes. You know? But because I think I talk so damn slow, like I'm like, oh, I sound like I'm on freaking I sound like I'm on freaking downers or some shit or some kind of drug, and I am most of the time. I am on antidepressants and that kind of stuff. So, but that's supposed to pep you up, man.
Yeah.
But I'm on antidepressants. I'm on all kinds of shit. All kinds of stuff.
Bear said you don't sound boring. Huh? Funny.
Well, I appreciate that, you know. I've always been known, to be honest with you, my reputation, like as a kid and everything, I was kind of a class clown kind of guy growing up. But I've always been very serious-minded. And I always thought a lot about different things, you know. And I don't know. I just try to be who I am, and you know.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah, just try to be who I am.
Phil, how is England over there? How is the cops in England over there? Fair?
In England?
You know, because he's from England.
You know, one thing that would scare me about the cops in England is the fact that they don't have guns, so they just beat the living shit out of you with clubs, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I'd rather be shot.
Fair for me to pay you when you're in jail for 6 months. When you get up, they give you money back.
Oh, really?
That's what fair to me.
They're not a-holes like ours.
Oh, okay. Okay, they're not holes like you ones.
You know who probably the a-holes are? Probably the French cops over in France. They're probably
Oh,
a-holes.
yeah, oh, yes. Yes.
They probably are.
Yes.
They can tell you that you're under arrest in French, and you'd think they're saying something polite to you, though.
Oh yeah, fair. I know. I will come associate you. I know that. I know. I give it 100%. I agree.
The only thing that scares
no,
me about the UK is what they eat over there, man. The crazy shit they eat over there.
Yeah, but the country is very clean.
Or the Scottish. The Scottish, they eat the damn haggis. Stuff.
The haggis is good.
Well, you've had haggis?
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
You have to get used to it. But, fair, I like to visit England, but I don't want to flower that's too long,
You know what I've always wanted to try over in England, though, is their fish and chips. I've heard that's the thing to get when you go over there. And you got to get it from a mom and pop. You can't just get it from like a chain store. Get it from a mom and pop. That's what I heard that you'd want to get over there.
Well,
I don't know.
Family back.
We do?
Yo.
Oh, awesome. So me and Indiana and Gregory don't have to be the juggling act.
Look at this guy. New York life, man.
New York life, man. That's the one thing about New York, though. We were talking about food. You guys got like anything you can possibly imagine as far as like food.
Anything.
Faye was asking, no, that don't really brutalize people create and continue to arrest as we don't pay to get out of jail if arrested. Okay, I'm sorry, Faye, my mistake. Thank you for clearing that. Thank you.
You prefer McDonald's?
Yeah. We got weed over here.
Man, y'all got everything in New York, man. The only thing I've never heard of good coming out of New York is barbecue.
Barbecue? They got a good spot now in Brooklyn.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I haven't tried it. Let me not say good. I haven't tried it, so it's whatever I see on Instagram and stuff like that. But I've been wanting to try it.
Yeah, I love barbecue, man. That's one of my favorite things.
Same here.
This is over here. I'm in Washington Square Park.
You know what I want from one of you guys, man, and one of the New Yorkers? I need you guys to take me live over to the Statue of Liberty so a guy like me can see it.
Oh, you can get you get on the ferry. The ferry's free. They let you. You don't get that close, but you get somewhat close to it.
What does it cost to get actual access to the island?
Yeah, to get on the island, yeah, it's a different ride. It's a totally ride. I never even been on it, so.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't been on there.
That's a funny thing when you live somewhere, you never go see some of the things that most people.
I just went to the Empire State Building. 2019 before COVID.
Wow.
I just went. I never even been to the Freedom Towers yet. Never been there and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, when you live somewhere, that's usually not what you're thinking about a lot of times,
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
It's like when I went to Hawaii. When I was stationed over in Hawaii, I made it a point to do those things, like go visit Pearl Harbor and things. Actually, I was in the ceremony for the 50th anniversary of the bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting, and seeing some of the Japanese World War II pilots that came over to tell their stories a little bit, and it was interesting. Did you know that ship still leaks oil to this day? Still leaks fuel?
Oh yeah.
The Arizona, yeah, still has an oil slick from it. Not a huge one, but it's noticeable. A very interesting place, Hawaii's got a hell of a history.
I mean, I'm big screen, man. Look, they're doing a tour. These guys, they'll be doing tours.
A tour of New York. I bet you see a lot of things over in New York, man.
I bet.
Yeah, like over here at nighttime is like popular. Like they hang out, all the hippies and things like that.
Yeah, where is this at now? Where are we at?
This is the Village. It was called the Village, West
Yeah, I've heard
4.
of the Villages. Yeah.
Yeah, not the Village people, but
Yeah, gotcha.
you got Joe's. Joe's is pretty famous.
And you being a cab driver, man, you probably know all the damn streets around there.
Oh yeah. Well, downtown is kind of hard because the streets always change. You know, you'll be on Broadway, then it changes to something else. But when you go like Midtown stays almost the same numbers.
Who's the most interesting guy you ever had in your cab?
Me? I'm not a cab driver.
Oh, I thought you were.
No. I was in a cab earlier.
Oh, right.
I was.
I thought you were a cabbie. That's all.
Nah, I'm not a cab.
I've always wanted to talk to a cab driver from New York. You know.
Nah, I'm not a cabbie.
I'm slow.
Even though they get some good money. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of friends from New York, though. You know.
Yeah, New York is popular.
Yeah, we get a lot of New Yorkers down here in Florida, man. You guys come down here in droves.
Oh yeah, of course. Everybody wants to retire over there.
Yeah.
You know, and like majority of people now in Florida are New Yorkers. That's why everything goes up now over there. Everything is so pricey.
Yeah, well, we call Florida the home of the newlywed and the nearly dead.
Nearly dead. That's so true. I remember when I first moved, like Port St. Lucie was not really nothing there. Now there's houses and everything. It was just like, you know, just coming up. But now,
man, we're growing like you wouldn't believe down here right now.
Yeah.
I think Florida's just going to be a big hunk of concrete sticking out in the ocean pretty soon.
No, yeah. Everybody's words is like, I'm going to go to Florida and retire. I'm going to go to Florida and retire.
Let me just tell you, it's not such a good idea with as many hurricanes that we've had in the past, I'd say, few years, you know, since 2004, really.
I was in one hurricane over there, man, and that shit sucked.
Oh, yeah.
There was no air conditioning, nothing.
Which hurricane was that?
I don't even know the name of it, man. That was 2004, 24. I think 2024. Like I missed one hurricane I missed because I was in New York, but then when I went back, there was like another one. So that was like our
Gene
first.
Francis. I'm trying to think of all the ones in 2004, but yeah, Gene Francis, Katrina, and
was it Katrina?
Well, Katrina just brushed us a little bit, but didn't really hit us directly.
And it was because it was like our first, so like we didn't have borders on the windows, we didn't have a generator or whatever. So you know when you first move, you don't know. So I was sleeping in my car because it was so hot because we boarded up the windows. Yeah. Imagine you board up the windows and you got no circulation.
Yeah, I got some now I got some hurricane windows on my house.
The shutters?
Yeah, they're supposed to be rated for hurricane winds. We tested them in Ian that we just had. I think that was last year, as a matter of fact. And
you got a generator and everything?
Oh yeah, we have a natural gas generator that just clicks on. So we're good, man. But we learned our lesson the hard way, you know. But my house is kind of an older house.
Like I worked with in the airport, so like one of my friends there, he's like, he had a generator and stuff, and he was like, you know, basically schooling me, and I'm like, and I was kind of new to over there, so I'm like, that's why I said, you know what, I got to get out of here. I was coming to New York every like 2-3 months, spending like a week and a half, like after like 18,
no joke, man.
After like 18 months, I said, you know what, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I mean, I've been through probably in my lifetime now, I've probably been through about 10.
Wow. You're a pro at it.
Yeah, I've been through at least about 10 hurricanes now.
This is a famous pizza shop right here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You know the one thing I want to visit New York? The food. They have a lot of food over there.
I'll tell you the
food.
Yeah,
I'll tell you the weirdest
in the nation.
The weirdest thing I ever did in a hurricane was I got outside with my son one day and we got into a little office chair and we were racing each other down the damn road, letting the wind push us.
Oh wow!
At like 3 a.m.
Huh.
It was funny.
Oh wow! Hey, Leanna, can you pin the comment on the comment? Can you pin the comment? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Katrina was a bad one, man.
No, especially for New Orleans. That thing wiped New Orleans out.
Yeah.
Katrina.
Yeah,
Look it up.
that was bad.
We had Sandy. Sandy wasn't even considered a hurricane, and it wiped us out over here in New York.
Yeah.
You know.
I think Ian was probably or Ian, whatever you want to call him. That one right there. I tried to audit him, and he just fucking ripped up my house. He got pissed off. Cameras
Oh
on him.
shit.
I tried to audit him. He
Uh-huh.
didn't like it.
That's crazy.
So, but no, it's all good. I mean, you know, you learn. I mean, anywhere you live, just about has things. But I think in New York, you guys don't really get a whole lot other than like snowstorms and shit, right? I mean,
Well, not no more.
yeah,
Not no more. Like compared to back in the days,
yeah,
you know, where you had mountains of snow. Now it's just an inch or two, and you know, people are crying.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, remember the last. Yeah, because now you guys don't know snow anymore. I remember when but 10 years ago there was not a snow in New York. You know.
I'm not a
Yeah,
big
a lot.
cold weather fan, though, man.
Nah, I like the cold weather.
Yeah, I just can't do it, man. I was lucky that the Army kept sending me to hot places, except for the desert, man. Desert gets cold as shit at night.
Yeah, that's a lot of in a lot of cold places like Arizona gets cold at night when there's no sun.
Yeah, and even during the day, depending on your elevation and stuff like that. You know.
No, Arizona gets cold and it's not time during winter time. It does.
Yeah.
It's by the mountains. Yeah.
Well, the hottest place I ever been was Thailand. That was hotter than fucking. Oh man, Thailand was. When I stepped off that airplane for the first time, they took us there on a C-141, which is an Air Force jet, military transport. I stepped off of that bitch, and I wanted to get right back on.
I bet.
Probably the humidity was killing you.
The humidity was ridiculous, and of course they had us wearing flak vests, which are like these giant, thick, shrapnel-proof vests made out of Kevlar. Of course, the helmets and all the accoutrement, you know, everything, and they just did not make it easy. Infantry in Thailand is not the way to go. I don't know how those Vietnam guys did it, man. It was just ridiculous there.
That was like when my first time going to Puerto Rico. When I got out the airport, because you know everything's air conditioned, I got out. I was like, God damn, this is a totally different atmosphere. Like the air, everything was so different.
Yeah.
Even one time, even when I was in like driving around, I drove from New York to Florida. You know, I got used to that. And then when I come back, the smell, everything is totally different. All the noise in New York. You know, I wasn't cursing nobody out over there. Then I get back over here. It's like, hey, get the fuck out the way, you asshole. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I had a peaceful week and then come back to this nonsense.
Well, I mean, you give and take, you know, but also the only problem I see about New York living too is, of course, when you have pandemics like COVID and shit, then the shit really hits the fan, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
you get these little, they start build, I don't know if they got these in other places, but they build these little stuff here for the restaurants and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did that in other states.
I haven't seen that so much in Florida. In some of the bigger cities, I'm sure it's around, but I don't really go out to the cities here much.
Yeah.
So I think Miami probably has a few places like that, you know.
Yeah, Miami, yeah.
You know, depends on where you're at, I think.
Gregory, come on down, man.
No, I'm here.
No, come on down to New York, man. Cute.
Well, he lives in Southern California, so I think he may be coming up to New York. Maybe.
Oh yeah, come up,
up in
down.
east, northeast.
Yeah, not to come, but it's like takes too much money. It's like $700. I heard.
Were you in Louisiana, Walrus? Is that where you were from?
For me?
No, Walrus. He was just saying that he lived in his car for 3 months.
Oh wow!
Oh, he was in Iraq at the time. That's what it was too. Yeah. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean that's a bad time for vets, man. Like you're away, and you can't do shit because, I mean, they just can't. I mean, I've seen a lot of guys, man. Well, Katrina's one thing, but even guys that get like Dear John letters, the military won't let you just go home and take care of shit.
Nobody, yeah.
And it's probably for the better that when it comes to that. But when it came to Katrina, I don't know how those guys did it. I wasn't over there during Katrina, so or during a natural disaster like that for my place. But yeah.
Hi, Jared.
And then there's the 3 weeks out of the year where it's like lovely.
Now, with the name Walrus, what were I can't see your hat? Were you Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard? What were you, man? Your icon, I can't really see it. Army, the only branch that matters.
I think people, sometimes people that don't want to say, some people want to say, you know.
Yeah. I joined the Army because my dad told me the damn Navy was like being in a damn prison.
Be all you can be.
That was the commercials going on when I would join, man. The Be All You Can Be commercials. I remember those very well.
Yeah.
Navy, then Air Force. Okay.
Navy, then Air Force.
Probably grew a brain and then joined the Air Force because everybody that goes in, I think that I've at least run into says, "Damn, I wish I would have joined the Air Force."
What's the difference of a Navy and an Air Force? What's the difference?
Well, Navy's primarily. I mean, there's guys that do a lot of shore duty in the Navy, as far as I'm aware. I mean, I didn't serve in the Navy, but I got a lot of guys that, a lot of friends that I talked to. My dad was in the Navy, but the Navy is more about the ships and stuff like that. They also do air and they also do some land via the SEALs and stuff like that. But they're primarily protecting the oceans and
the waters.
The waters and doing that thing. My dad was on a guided missile cruiser called the USS Boston, and he was off the coast of Vietnam for I don't know how long he spent off the coast of Vietnam, but his job was to get the radar signature from weapon systems that were being aimed at a ship, and then he would send fire back on top of them.
Wow.
Oh, small boats. Okay, so you were SWIC? I was watching a Don Shipley video not too long ago, and this guy said he was a damn swickle. He said he called himself Swickle. That was funny as shit. Oh, SBU. Okay. I had a buddy of mine that was in the Coast Guard that did port security. Pretty interesting job because he would guard the Cape Canaveral area where they launch all the rockets and stuff. Pretty interesting job.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I can watch launches from my house. They just launched a rocket today, as a matter of fact.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I can see them from my house. Also, when I was a kid, I saw the Challenger blow up in person. We were there on a field trip.
Oh.
Yeah, they took a lot of schools because there was a teacher going up at the time, and they wanted a lot of schools there to kind of see the teacher go off into space. And that was my very first live launch right there at the Cape, and we saw that thing blow up, man.
Poor teacher.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had no idea what was going on at the time, until they just you could hear the mission control talking over the loudspeaker that they had set up out there. And said that the word they used was anomaly. We seem to have had an anomaly, and of course, being a kid at the time, I didn't know what a damn anomaly was, you know. So, yeah, and that was a pretty crazy thing. We were afraid as kids that this shit was going to come down on our heads.
Oh, the pieces.
Yeah, we thought that shit was going to come down on us. It didn't. It wasn't directly above us, but your perspective makes it seem like it could be, you know. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Hey, why are you video recording me for? You don't have my consent.
Hey, family, do you know Easy?
Who, me? If I know Easy, yeah, I know Easy.
Yeah. How is because I'm trying. How is this quote doing? Because he poor comment
Nobody
yesterday.
knows. Nobody knows. He posted what he posted, and that's it. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, his wife came on there and posted something.
Yeah. No, because I was telling him, let me know what you, let me know, and be on up and be live. You know what I mean? That's what let me know because you know.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, we haven't heard from him, have we?
I think James Lofton tried to. I was gonna text Kaz to see what's going on, but I didn't get a chance to. You know.
Now, did you witness 9/11 happen? Did you live nearby there?
I technically lived nearby, yeah, but I was at the time I was at my ex-girlfriend's house, which is in Jamaica, Queens,
Gotcha.
which is still close, but mind you, that day I was getting dressed, right? So I went to school for electrical, so I'm getting dressed, getting ready, and then all that stuff pops up. I'm like, what the hell? And then so I call my mom and stuff, like, yo, what's going on? She's like, I don't know, it's mad smoke and all this other stuff. So I was like, shit.
Yeah, nobody knew what was going on right away, you know.
No, nobody knew. The fucking streets were empty after that. Like, people was like my ex-girlfriend's mom, she had to walk from downtown Brooklyn. She walked all the way from there to Jamaica, Queens.
Wow.
Because there was no buses, no trains, no nothing.
That's crazy.
So she had to walk it. No communication. At that time there was no communication, no real internet, basically.
Yeah, not like they do now.
Yeah, not like they do now. And then we were shut down. Everything was shut down. The market, everything. Once New York went down, everything is like nobody knew what to do.
Yeah, of course.
It was a crazy time. Crazy time.
Yeah, my next door neighbor, he's dead now, but he worked at the Trade Center, and he had called out that day.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, he had called out that day. He would have been killed probably. I mean, but yeah, he called out that day. It was just the luck of the draw.
There was some stories, like there's this one lady. She's like, she went and called her husband, and he's like, "Oh, I'm at work, babe," and he was out cheating, not knowing that the building blew up.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, you got caught, you dummy. You out there screwing around. The wife is wondering where you at. You're like, I'm at work. I'm in the building. I'm in the office. And the damn
I don't know about any other veteran in chat, but when I first saw it happen, when I saw that second plane, I immediately knew we were under attack.
Yeah, the second one gave it up. Because how you go from one okay. Now, I'm not gonna say one is okay, but one okay.
But one could have been just an accident.
Yeah, accident. But then two, like, oh shit. And then boom, the crumbling. I was like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
didn't think it was gonna come down like that.
No, that shit felt like a domino.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like a domino. Boom. I was like, what's going on?
Well, that's where the conspiracy theorists think that they blew it on purpose to fall straight down. And there's some legitimacy in that, I think, a little bit, to try to, instead of have it come down any other way, to have it come down straight. But I don't know how that would have worked. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I don't necessarily believe that. But in a way, it seems plausible that they could have done something like that.
It had to be planned. They had to like some architect or whatever be like, if you hit it more on this type of points, it should fall down like a domino, you know?
Yeah.
My cousin, she was in the first garage bombing. She had worked that day.
Wow.
She was there for the first one. She survived that. And then the second one, I think she was on leave at the time, but she would have been in that one too.
You think it was a psyop, AGM? Yeah, could be, man. I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I don't necessarily always think that, you know. I think that's too big of a. I think that would be too big of a cover up to keep quiet. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree.
I think there'd be too many. I think there would be too many leaks.
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, to be honest with you, in my experience in the military, which is, you know, fairly limited when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, I just think that the military is run by people, and people have families, and no matter how tight-lipped and stuff you would like to think the military is, people still talk. You know what I mean?
What about if they get rid of those people that know the conspiracy? You know, they get rid of them.
You know, there are so many people that know so much shit. I've often said, if the military went rogue, we would be in a hurt locker.
Oh no, we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey everybody, I'm gonna have to drop out.
All right, man. Hey, take care, Indiana.
Hey, you too.
Hi, Indy.
All right, you too. Bye,
Enjoy
Greg.
your lunch.
All right, you too, buddy.
Yeah, I agree with that, Walrus. I kind of subscribe to that theory. You know, I mean, I'm not an engineer type. You know, I don't know. I mean, I knew a lot of combat engineers when I was in the Army, and they could probably tell you all about that kind of shit. But that's just not my area of expertise. You know, my grandfather, who was an iron worker all his life, he could probably would have explained it. You know, he worked in New York building a lot of the skyscrapers and stuff back in the day, and that guy had balls of steel, man. Be up there on those high beams and shit. You ever get a chance to see those guys out there, J family?
Oh, I remember you said something about the picture one day, right? That he was on the picture.
Yeah.
I those pictures are cool. I never seen them like that, you know.
Nah, man. He had balls of steel, man. I admire him for that. My dad said that my grandfather took him up there to a job to see if he wanted to do that kind of work. And my dad said he was on his hands and knees crawling around up there. He couldn't stand up because he was too damn afraid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I see them once in a blue. Oh, you see them over here in New York.
Yeah.
Hanging off shit, you know?
The way my dad described it, they didn't really use a lot of the cranes and shit to get up there. They would just climb their ass up there like monkeys a lot of times.
Yeah. Now one of my friends, man, his brother, he fell. Now he's gonna get some money. He fell. He's an iron worker, and he fell. He injured himself.
Yeah.
And he got he got back problems and all these things. Now the harness or something broke or something. He was telling me.
Oh wow.
I was like, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, I heard falls are kind of rare, but they do happen, you know.
Yeah.
My grandfather taught me. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if he was just trying to be a grandfather and tell me something as a kid that I would believe just because of the hell of it. But he told me a story of a guy who was a riveter or whatever he was. Like he bolted the beams together himself, and apparently the beam was crooked or something weird. So he had to loosen up the beam, but he forgot apparently what side he loosened, and then he loosened the other end after he already loosened the other end, and the whole damn beam came down with him on it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I don't know how true that is, but that's what he told me.
That's crazy.
I don't know if he was just telling one of those old grandpa stories, you know?
Nah, shit happens, man. Every little job is always something crazy.
Yeah.
You know? But you know what? They learn from their mistakes. That's the thing, too.
Yeah.
You know?
He said a lot of times the cranes, like sometimes when they're trying to guide a beam in, some guys would get knocked off doing that.
Oh shit.
You know, that kind of thing. Or weather would come in unexpectedly.
The weather, yeah, weather is no joke.
Yeah, because out there, you know, weather comes in just like in Florida. We get a lot of the stuff coming in from the ocean. You know. So do you know Brooklyn and Easy? You know them personally?
Not face to face. Like,
okay,
I never chilled with them or whatever.
Okay, gotcha.
I spoke to Easy on the phone. I spoke to Kaz on the phone.
Right.
You know, things like that, but not personally, like not on a I'm going to your house type of thing, you know?
Gotcha. Yeah, man. But anyway, guys, I'm going to drop off. I got to do some things, and but it was a pleasure meeting J-Town, J family. I always want to call you J-Town now.
J-Town?
Yeah.
Actually going on to it's not time for me.
All right, Greg. Well, eat well, sir. I hope you have something good. You know, maybe some possum, maybe some alligator.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Alligator, how you doing, bro? All
right, man. Take care.
Okay, guys.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.
See you guys.
All right, bye.
I told you guys that you too. Thank you for dropping in. Bye, guys.